Welcome. Oh, this one. No, but welcome to Sweet 23. I've been on the couch a lot lately.
Yeah, you have.
I'm sick of it.
Sick of you.
I want to get back over there. But tonight I got this nigga Marquand.
Wow.
Listen, they know. The ladies know why I did that. They know. He know why I did that.
I mean, we gotta at least get the introduction out there. Disrespectful.
This nigga Marquand Baker. All right, what's up, Marquand? All right. Well, tell the people who you are and what you got going on, because he podcasts too.
Yeah, so I got a podcast that we just revamping out. We had one called Gender Wars. We had to change it up. You know, we had little issues. We had to change.
What was the issues? Was it a money shortage? I'm just playing. Paper shortage? I'm just playing.
I wish.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
The copyright infringement. They,
really?
The word Gender Wars is copywritten. So
really,
they had pulled me down. Yeah, I know. I didn't know that. If I would have knew that, I wouldn't have did it. But I'm changing. I rebranded everything.
Even in Wisconsin.
I mean, it's just
no. I trademark a lot of stuff. Yeah, you can switch it up, the spelling. Okay. And I trademark a ton of things all the time. It's really easy to do. And if it's in different states, then it's different.
Well, I just didn't want to take the time to do all that. Why not just go with something new? So that's what I did. So I'm my new podcast is Better Than the Truth podcast. Y'all better tune in. I'm gonna have Miss
The Audacity, Better Than the Truth.
Yeah, what's Better Than the Truth?
What studio are you at? Because you can rent in here with me. Oh, okay.
But I would love, we can work out some business. But I would, I got my own little situation downtown. Ladies, if you interested, Gender Wars I had about.
I tell you do all that shit. He ain't paid for no advertisement. I'm just saying who's telling you
Listen, ladies, sign up, tag. Y'all already know. Lock in with me. I got y'all. I'm gonna take care of y'all.
You gonna take care of them.
I'm gonna take care of them. That's what
you infamous for not taking care of bitches.
Why you say that? I want to hear that.
All right, I don't want to argue right off top.
I mean, shit. You also said it. You said it.
I'm just playing.
Yeah,
but what's up though?
I'm blessed, man. I got 2 beautiful kids. Work my ass off. I'm blessed. I can't complain.
All right. So you were perfect for tonight's topic. Me and John, as we do, we chop it up all the time. Like, what's the topic gonna be? Blah, blah, blah. So we just end up sitting on the phone, and then we be like, oh, let's talk about that.
Okay.
So today's topic is humble yourself. And if you know, this guy would be the best person to have a conversation with about humbling yourself. Why do you think I chose you, Quan?
Why not?
Why do you think I chose you?
I mean, why not? I feel like I'm one of the fellas, especially here in Milwaukee, that's gonna speak truth. Why not?
Okay, so when we initially met, just a little backstory. He was doing his Gender Wars podcast.
No, I met you at that the little club. What's the
club? I invited you to look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I invited him to look. So I was doing events there regarding gender wars kind of topics. So I invited him out to be a part of the panel. And so that's how I got to know him. A roller coaster of emotions and topics and thoughts and opinions. But we here now.
You fuck with it though. That's why we here.
I mean, I think it's cool that you're vocal, for sure. I think it's cool that you vocal. There's not many black men in Milwaukee that'll actually say how they feel without being disrespectful, without being condescending. Well, you're very condescending, but without being disrespectful. I should say, leave it there. But again, tonight is humble yourself.
Wow.
Why you look like
wow.
Make sure y'all share, comment, and like, and then
please do.
Comments. But yeah, so tonight is humble yourself. Okay. And I chose that topic because me personally, I think that's one of the biggest issues when it comes to dating. And that's something big for you. Relationships, dating, gender roles, and things like that. Those are huge topics for you. Yeah. So what do you think about that? The humble part.
So look, I mean, I do agree. I do think that people do need to humble themselves, but pop your shit when you pop your shit if you got it. That's how I look at it. I do agree that nowadays with dating, since everybody have this inflated self-worth, that it fucks up a lot of business. It messes up a lot of things that could be. So yeah, I would definitely say a lot of people do need to know what they say. Why not? I feel like most people are average people. Most people are average people, and most people don't think that, but most people are average people.
They act extraordinary as a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, let me take it back a bit. So let's start here, because I think it's always important to have some type of context to the people. You don't want to know where people are speaking from, right?
Okay.
So if it's okay, you let me know if it's something you don't want to answer.
Good.
So your age, the amount of children you have, if they're boys or girls, your relationship status, if you're self-employed, employed. I can go back through because it's a lot. So age.
I'm 35.
How many children do you have?
Two beautiful.
How many baby
children.
mamas?
One.
Boys or girls?
Boy and a girl.
Relationship status?
I took away from you, motherfuckers.
So you're in a relationship?
I'm always been in a relationship. The type nigga I am, I'm always been in a relationship. Some kind of relationship.
Are you in a monogamous relationship?
Yeah.
Why is that so hard? That's like a lot for nothing.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna be honest.
Please, always
Look,
speaking to the mic. Always.
Look. I didn't want to speak on my relationship status previously because the type of shit that I talk about, that's all you want to do is attack whatever you think you can attack.
No, so the reason that I asked for some background about you, because people need to know where you're speaking from, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna let you have that, but that shouldn't take that long for you to get that shit out. Are you self-employed or employed?
I'm self-employed.
Raised by both your mother and father, single mother? What?
My mother and father's been married since I was 7. I'm 35. They've been together. My mama only messed with my dad.
Okay, cool. And I'll answer the same questions. And wait, one more thing. Do you desire to be married?
Yeah.
Have you been married before?
Never.
Okay. I'll answer the same question so y'all can understand where we're coming from when we speak.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm 41. I have one daughter. She'll be 22 in December. My relationship status is single.
Mm-hmm.
I'm self-employed as well as employed.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised by my grandmother.
Okay.
And I love my mother and my father to death. And I do desire to be married at some point.
Can I ask you?
Sure. Go ahead.
What's stopping you from getting married right now?
I need to meet the right person.
Do you think that's hard for you as a woman?
I don't think it's hard. I think I just need to be more vocal about exactly what I want. So,
do you think that's the problem? I'm just asking. Do you think you feel like that's the problem?
No, I think I've come across a lot of great men. I think that they have to be great for me, though. They have to align with me.
See, I don't like. What do that mean?
So I met men.
What does that mean?
I've met men that have been great for some of my friends, actually.
Okay.
And I've actually vocalized that, like, hey, y'all would be cool together. You know what I mean? And it could be the circumstances. Like maybe it's somebody that I'm cool with. Maybe he got a baby mama. I'm cool. He was married to one of my friends, or things like that. But he might be a good dude. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'm cool with being like, hey, I know him, but he might be good for you.
Okay, so I'm just asking.
Sure.
I don't know, all of the guys that tried to talk to you or attempted to be with you, you really ain't found that where it's like, well, look, nothing.
Well, I have, but maybe he wasn't doing what he needed to do as far as what I would want. He would need to be more vocal about what he wants with me, his intentions with me. Okay. I can't say. So let me start there. So I think that men choose women. I think me and you had this discussion before. Men choose women. Women can't choose men. In my head,
I mean they can.
They cannot. They cannot.
Why not?
Women can never choose men.
Why?
Because a man, when you'll know when he wants you, because he'll come for you, right?
Okay.
You can't make a man be what you want him to be. He'll know what he wants to be. You think a woman can choose you?
Well, look. I agree that you can't.
Yeah.
Right.
They can let you know that they like you, but you have to want them back.
But see, I mean, that's any situation.
Are you gonna want?
That's kind of like that's either way is like that.
Right.
I mean, as a man, I can show interest in somebody, but if they don't want me back, like that don't mean nothing.
As far as choosing, like to say, I don't believe women can say, "Hey, I want to be with you and only you."
I'm pursuing. Basically.
Yeah. I want to be with you and only you. I want us to be monogamous. I don't believe that.
I think. See, look, this is where I think a lot of women miss it at. And I hate to say, because you're like, oh, really?
Go ahead.
Okay, so look, if you really think about it, guys actually appreciate that. We ain't got to go through all of the loops. We know exactly what you want. We know your intentions. Guys actually appreciate a woman that's willing to put herself out there to shoot her shot.
So again, when I say choose, I mean like choose. Like this is gonna be me. This is
I
gonna be
love
my
that.
woman.
Majority of the women I've dealt with in my life, they chose me.
So why are you still single? And why?
I
mean, you're not single, but why are you not married? Why haven't you been married?
Because
before?
I choose when I want to get married.
Did you just hear me?
I'm saying, okay, you said, listen, I choose when I want to get married.
And my
To
when
me-
I say choose, I'm saying the ultimate plan where this is us.
Well, yeah, but that's
Yeah, that's all.
no. So listen,
Here, you
it's
should
a-
come get this.
It's a difference. Listen, what I'm saying is it's a difference between you pursuing me, you trying to talk to me. We see marriage is a whole different.
That's the ultimate goal, though.
For,
I can show
as a
you.
woman,
I
though.
can show you for you too.
Listen, most men it's not. It's only like that for me because I seen my parents do that.
Yeah.
But it's not a mandatory thing for me as a man. Men are okay with just being with a woman long term and not having a ring. We only
shout
really
out
do
to
that
me
for
because I
y'all.
said this last week. I don't have to get married.
Well,
We only do that for y'all.
okay. Well, let's take
So
it back.
I just-
He's
I'm
jumping
I'm
off.
not gonna say only, but yeah, you're
listen,
right.
Listen, but he's jumping off a topic.
Okay.
The topic was
Question.
the question was, do men choose women or women choose men? I think that men choose women. They say where the relationship goes, what level it goes to,
Yeah.
and if
I
you
agree.
like you said, if I don't want to get married,
Yeah, I agree
I'm
with
not
that.
getting
If
married.
you put it in
And
that
there's a
context-
lot of men that don't want to get married, but that's where it's gonna stop. I
Okay.
enjoy you, however, I don't see anything more with you. Right? Women can say,
I mean,
hey,
if that's the case, he can stop way before then. I
It
can
could.
enjoy somebody and I ain't got to be in a relationship
exactly,
with them.
exactly. That's why I said men choose women.
Correct.
So you can't just because
Right.
you like him a bunch or you're doing a bunch doesn't mean he's gonna want everything you want.
That's true. I agree with that.
So so that's what I'm saying. So and I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think that women should be more patient and understanding to that. Just take a look at what's going on. You can't manipulate a man to want you more.
No, you can't.
You can't trick him into wanting you more. There's no baby that's gonna make him like
I
you
agree.
more. There's no situation that's gonna you can pay him, you can buy everything. None of that is gonna change how he actually authentically feels about you. That's
Right.
how I feel.
I think that men are by default given the right to choose relationships and things like that. But
Mhm.
like just the same, like women still have a choice. Like it's not like I'm just like, all right, now I want you now. Like let's go
Come
figure
on.
this out.
Yeah,
Right.
it don't
You know what I'm
work
saying?
that
Like,
It's not that you don't have a choice, but as a
Right.
lady, you need to be chosen. This is my opinion. Nobody
as a man, you need to be chosen too, though.
you have to be liked.
like chosen.
You have to be wanted. As a man, you have to be liked and wanted. But as a woman, you have to be chosen. Again, this is all my theory. So I think that you get a different relationship with men that that choose you. So they, y'all ever heard these women that's like, he ain't never go on dates with me. He ain't never do this and that with me. He ain't never he ain't cared about my mama like that. No birthday presents, no none of that. I ain't know he did all that. And that's because she was chosen.
Yeah, that's because she wasn't it.
Huh?
She wasn't it.
No, the other lady wasn't it, but the
Yeah.
one that you were doing all those things for, she was chosen.
I mean,
We got to play numbers game as men.
Oh,
Right.
they probably can't hear
You
him.
talk to 20 women,
They probably can't hear you.
like 18, like 12.
Luke, they probably can't.
The problem with that is we got to play the numbers game. So it's hard to try to choose, quote unquote, somebody. Because if you talk to 20 women as a man, right,
Mm.
maybe only 1.5 of them are probably going to even pay you any attention after that initial conversation.
You
That's
think
true.
that?
So y'all make it kind of hard.
yeah, that's
Do
fine.
you
But-
think
but if a
that is
woman-
that something that you
but-
all have experienced?
But if a woman comes to you, you know they're interested. And it's a numbers game. Because as a woman, as an attractive woman yourself, you know you got men come. If 10 men came up to you today, how many you really going to probably call the next day?
Probably none.
How many are gonna call me?
No,
Nah, you
how many
gonna-
are
you
you
gonna
going to?
call.
I'm not calling
How
any
many,
one
how
of
many are you
them.
going to give any type of attention to the next day?
Whichever one, if they came to me, no,
If
listen,
10 women, if
listen.
10 guys came to you.
Whichever one that I was most attracted to, and it ain't about looks for me.
It ain't
It's
that-
more about
I'm not saying
more
it.
energy.
I'm
I
not
know.
saying it was.
So it's energy for me. So whichever one was probably most attentive with me, most intentional with me, that's the one I'm gonna give.
So it's a numbers game, basically. So
It
from
is.
our point of view, we got to talk to like at least 15 of y'all to get that one.
That's true.
So
That's
it's
facts.
hard for us to. So, but I get what you're saying though. We have to go. You have to go for us first. Then we say we have. Then that's one reason why guys keep 4 or 5 women, because out of that 4 or 5, we have to choose one out of that 4 or 5.
That's
Y'all
Choose.
make it that way.
But
That's
choose, and
I'm agreeing with you.
I don't think anything wrong with the choice, like choosing. Like I think that Like I get to talk to a bunch of men, and you also get to talk to a bunch of women.
Nah.
What?
What? You talking to me? You talking to other dudes? Is gonna all.
I wouldn't tell you, but what's openly?
I'm gonna see it.
What's
about-
openly dating then?
It's different though. See, because y'all have men that jump down y'all throat all day, every day. So if you giving me the time of the day, I'm expecting some kind of exclusivity, even if we ain't together.
Why are you expecting exclusivity if you're not?
That's what I'm
Okay,
expecting.
let's because sometimes we just jump. So
'Cause we'll go.
let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. So I say that men choose women, and I
Okay.
say that when you choose her, you handle her differently. When you choose her, you handle her differently. When you are you just liking her because she's liking you, you just like somebody that's into you, right? And you kind of just feel like you got to give her that because she's showing interest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think men are a little bit more, and I hate to say this, but I think men, we are a little bit, how can I put it? We're a little bit more real when it comes to dating. When we look at
I don't
a woman,
think so.
yes, when we look at a woman, we want her.
Just
That's
the fact
it.
you said that,
We
the
don't-
fact you said that, the fact that y'all just said what y'all just said, and y'all all agreed on that y'all gotta talk to so many women and she might not this and
But
that.
we want all of
These
them.
are all assumptions.
You
first
just
of all.
disqualify yourself as we going.
Literally, last time I got a phone number, a girl gave it to me.
Yeah,
I ain't heard from her since. I didn't ask for her number.
yeah.
Like we were chopping it up. She voluntarily gave me her number, and then when I attempted to reach out to her a couple times, I haven't heard from her.
Type shit.
It happens all the time.
But do you?
That do happen.
I'm not gonna go there.
What?
I'm not gonna go there. But I think that
I was very interested.
'Cause this is a one-off.
Tyler, if you listening, baby.
For real,
but I do think that women they have to be chosen, and I think that a lot of women are too aggressive, and I think that they should. Look, we talked about this the other day about women like actually having standards and setting boundaries, right? I think that if more women actually stood on what they really liked and what they were really about, it would be a different dating ball game.
I disagree with all of that.
So you think that
The reason why I disagree is because y'all got all the standards in the world, and all y'all in general, women.
no?
That's what we was talking about. In general, women have all the standards in the world, and that's the reason why y'all don't have no men.
So you haven't
'Cause y'all
met.
got
So you
all the
haven't met.
standards in the
So you
world.
haven't met women that said, "I don't do this, I don't do that. I wouldn't date no man that did this or did that," and then she got with you and she was doing something different. You haven't met that.
Well, that's different than having a.
She was condoning a lot of stuff that she said she
yeah,
would.
because as a guy, I'm smart enough to know you don't listen to what women say. You see what you watch what they do. I know that.
So
Most
that's
guys don't know
contradictory
that.
to what you just said.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
You
What-
just said we have a bunch of standards and that's why we single.
in
And then
general,
you also just said that I don't listen to what you say. I listen to what you do.
I said me personally.
No,
I'm talking-
you're
listen,
right for that though.
Because listen what I'm saying. In general, most women have all the standards in the world. They want motherfucking 6'5", 12-inch dick. They want a motherfucker that I'm just being honest. They want motherfuckers
beer.
man, they want you to be the most gangstering nigga in the world, but then you go to church and hug the old. They want all it, and that's why most of them single. Because they have these high ass standards, some of the shit that they don't even really deserve. Just being honest.
And then I sat here on the podcast when y'all did the For Love, and they said that I didn't say enough about what I wanted, and it was just like I don't have to. Like if you present something to me, like I can love whatever you put in front of me if
There
I
we go.
choose to.
That's what I meant when I said guys are a little bit more real because
That's
we
tough.
adjust.
That's
No, it's
tough.
not.
We
tough.
adjust.
It's not tough.
It's tough because you're adjusting,
You're
and when
40 years old. You think I'm gonna change you?
no, you're not gonna
We know.
change me, but I think you need to look for something that you do like.
Absolutely. And
But
I
you're
do.
adjusting.
We
If you're
like
continuing,
multiple
if you're
things.
continuing,
And what I'm
So
trying
I
to
think-
understand is that I can like you, but there could be things about you that I don't like that I'm willing to deal with.
Fact.
No,
I never bring up. You know what I'm
Fact.
saying?
I think that's completely different than what I'm saying. I'm saying that women, I've seen women like completely change who they are to have somebody.
Yeah, but you thinking about that one dude. You're not looking at all the
No,
other
I'm not
thousands.
thinking about one dude. I'm thinking, let me use this for example. There's a lot of women out here that got a lot of stuff going on, real big motion. Like they got businesses, they really got shit together. And then when you look at the person they dating, it's some flop nigga. Like it's somebody that's a loser. He don't got no money, no nothing.
Women usually don't go for somebody when they scale up.
But that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. So most of those women are somewhere having women empowerment brunches saying, "Oh, I like this.
Right.
Yeah, I like this. I like that. I want this type of man." And then there's a lot of women saying, "Oh, she's successful, so whatever she wants, I should want to."
Okay, I see what
And
you
then she's not aligned with what she's talking about.
Right.
Her nigga is really a fuck nigga, and she
Oh,
just
that's-
really
that's
yeah,
all the
but you
time,
gotta
though.
one thing you missing though is this. That one dude that's her nigga, that's probably you might consider as a fuck nigga. Think about all the other niggas that was in her face, she had this standard that blocked them all out. It's thousands of niggas that chop at y'all every day that could probably meet y'all standard. Yeah, sometimes y'all do pick out the one dudes that he got the good dick or he said the right thing at the right moment. But most of the time, y'all standard keep y'all single. So I'm under the belief of you kind of need to be a little bit more realistic with your standard. If you a chick that's kind of, I ain't even gonna go there.
no, go there. Go there. That's why we here. Go there.
Listen, okay, so fuck it. I've seen, and this what you see, I've seen women that aren't that attractive. From most men, perspective, they aren't that attractive, think that they supposed to get the best guy ever. They supposed to get the dude that all the bad chicks want. That's what they want. Us as guys, though, we cool with the 5. We cool with the 4. As long as she treating us right and acting right. Most of the time, if you look at most billionaires and rich dudes, a lot of they chicks the ones they marry don't necessarily be the baddest chicks. They be kind of 5s and 6s. Guys, we cool with settling. Right. And but she a beautiful person.
6 would make her was crazy.
Man, what? But she a beautiful person to him. You know what I'm saying? But women, y'all want everything. And the problem
Who
is
says that though? I feel like when I talked about this last week, I feel like y'all talk about no, I think y'all talk about the social
things we
media
see on
women.
social media
versus actual, like, how many women have you actually met that felt like I want all these things?
I met a lot of women that's like that. I met strippers that think that she supposed to get a monogamous, upstanding. I've met a lot of women like that. Obviously what I do when it comes to the pot, I talk to plenty of women all the time, and they talk about I'm supposed to be having this type, and I'm like, well, baby, you got 5 kids, you barely on it. Why the fuck you think he want to do it?
Can I ask you a question? What's the role of a man? I'll be in. I need to put more to that. So, what's the role of a man in a relationship?
So we set the tone in relationship. We are the providers, obviously.
What does that mean to provide?
Well, it's a lot of things you provide. You provide knowledge, you provide direction, money. It's a lot of stuff that we provide. We provide security. It's a lot of shit that we provide as men. Things that, a lot of times you probably overlook because you feel like you don't need it right now, but we provide a lot of things. A man, his job in a relationship is to guide his whole family. What you got something to say? Look,
no, I was just holding it because I wanted you to finish your thought. But I was gonna say provide is such a dirty word for most men. And you just said money, security, and things like that. Most men nowadays, a lot of the arguments and podcast topics are because they don't want to do that. And they want to feel like, why do I have to do that? Why am I the one chosen
why do you
to
think
do
that it's like that?
I believe it's because of social media. I don't believe that they're encountering women, especially in Milwaukee. I think a lot of women in Milwaukee be doing a whole lot of tricking.
No, that's facts.
A whole lot of tricking, a whole lot of uplifting. So when I hear Milwaukee men saying things like that, I don't get
because this what I think people missing though. It's a subsection of dudes that they doing this shit for. But most dudes, they not doing it.
They are though.
They not.
No, they're not.
They're not.
I feel like wait, you know what? I feel like
that's
it's the dudes that they feel like are capable of doing their own thing. But there's a bunch of men that will come to you poor. I've watched it happen. They really come poor and they're okay with it.
Yeah,
they okay with vocalizing it.
What he's saying about how it's just like a subset. Like, so for example, I got a friend, right? One day we was talking, he was like, I don't take girls on dates. And my one guy, he's like, never? She's like, never. And I told him, I said, that's not too far-fetched because I don't take most of the women that I deal with on dates.
Yeah. Why is that?
Because I have people for that. I have people who I want to go out with and spend time with in public and things like that. And I have other people who I want to hang with in private. And I think that's okay. You know what I'm saying?
What does it mean? Like, what does it mean when you hang out with them in public versus private? What does that mean to you? What are you doing with that?
It could be simply how I feel about the situation. You know,
what's the feeling? That's what I'm getting.
Like, I like you enough to be around you, but like I don't really think you're necessarily worth my money. In certain instances, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so I can very much so I can go out on a date every day. You know what I'm saying? With somebody who I really like. But if we're just not at that point right now where we're taking it to the next level, I still may have somebody around who I just kick it with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
then
cool
plus
with
you
that.
got to kind of vet her first before you have her out and you walking around with the neighborhood thought. You got to kind of vet her a little bit. And I think dating, like dealing with her on the low skis, that's kind of the best way first. Like, man, hold on once. Let me
I
see what you
think
about.
a lot of times that's the start of where we where we decide too. You know what I'm saying? Like we have these preconceived notions about people, and you can say it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But
I mean, I don't think it's wrong. I think it's your right. I think that this is what that was about. Humble yourself. So I know a couple times I've been in friend groups, female groups, and they're like, oh, I look at some chick and be like, damn, why he take her out? Or why he woo? Who are you to even be saying something like that? We different women, we different types of women, right? And I hate the fact that women just look at women and feel like they entitled to everything she's entitled to. You don't know what she's doing behind closed
That's
doors.
y'all fault. Y'all the one hug each other head up with that shit. Y'all the one calling each other teens. Y'all the one saying that everybody deserve everything, and that's not the fucking.
I don't
reality.
believe that everyone deserve everything.
You don't. Most women,
there are people who think they deserve things because of who they are.
or just how they look.
No, not even how they look. Shit, just because it's them.
Yeah.
No, it's the look part.
No, I know it.
Yeah, because sometimes you look in the mirror, it's like, how the
No,
fuck did you look?
it's the look part because they feel like they it. And things can make you, designer things can make you feel like you it. Being established,
And being
degrees
with
can
these
make you feel like
lying-ass
you it.
friends that tell you the same bullshit.
I think, and this is gonna be controversial probably. I think if you are as attractive as you think you are, you probably do deserve some of the things that you're asking for. And the reason being is because you have a high concentration of men who are after you. If you're really what you think you are. But you have a high concentration of men after you. That means that you can pick and choose the men who have the things that you want from them today.
But to piggyback off that though, the ones who are that attractive, they don't complain about it because it's already happening.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't be seeing real bad bitches.
Not in Milwaukee, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
No. So we talked about that I think the other day too. So it's things that you wouldn't find. I ain't gonna say me. I'm humble as fuck. It's things that certain women around me might feel like it's a luxury. Like, damn, niggas bite your drinks, niggas woo woo. That shit is a norm for me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And they might see it as like, damn, when I kick it with Tay, it's a time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I feel like I act like a lady and I do, you know what I mean? My aura speaks that. Like, and I attract
pretty
that.
privilege.
Yeah.
We can't act like that ain't a thing.
No, I'm not acting like it's not a thing.
I'm just saying
I'm not acting like
that's not a thing. And the reason why I'm saying that because I just had a conversation, what was it, like a couple days ago about a post. The guy that posted the thing about y'all doing something with these queens or some shit like that. I don't know if y'all seen it, was viral. So it was a girl out that was on a previous podcast and she was talking and she got on there and she was like, all these chicks ain't queens. All the girls jumped on her back. All of them queens. We born queens and we born teens. And so a lot of women have that notion. They
queen, you're a whore.
Right. Right. But a lot of women, they pass on that notion that everybody's teens and everybody's queens. Nobody gets the trophy. Everybody gets a trophy. And that's not necessarily reality. And I think men, we understand that everybody don't get a trophy. If you ain't got no money, it's certain clubs you can't get in. If you ain't got no money and no swag and no game for yourself, it's certain bitches you can't talk to. That's just what it is.
Do y'all believe that?
We know that.
Yes.
That's reality.
Y'all don't think that most of the podcasting topics and most of the outbursts from the men don't come from that? Because they believe that they should get the same things as other men.
I think most men understand where you place at. I think most men understand where they place at. That's just my.
They might understand mentally, but out loud, they try to act like they don't.
Well, you saying projecting. Okay, I get that. But for the most part, I think most men in their head, they know where you place. You know that you can't go in this club where everything popping and all the bad bitches at because you ain't got the cheese. You ain't got the game. You don't got the looks. Most niggas know that.
So would you?
You said what?
Yeah.
But they make it look like it. Some niggas don't go because they can't even make it look like it.
Shout out to the Moisture.
The Moisture. hey, but if you can beat them, beat them. Hey, it ain't like no chicks really know no difference. I ain't said I ain't gonna waste my money on that shit. But most guys they do because that's what the bait is gonna get a chick in.
So why not? I have this theory about quote unquote getting women. And there's a lot of things that you can have in life that can get women. You can have looks, like you said, charm, you can know how to talk. I personally believe that, like, if you put me around people enough, like I'm gonna be able to go and like, you know what I'm saying? Because I articulate well, I can talk, I'm
Right,
funny,
right.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like where I may lack at physically, for example, you know what I'm saying? Like I make up the other ways, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not too much worried about it. But everybody don't have that luxury.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I know niggas right now that ain't getting no ass.
We are all kings,
Literally.
and kings.
We just had a rodeo.
Who
We
said
just had a
that?
rodeo for my little brother Keith's birthday party. Smacking. It was like 200 people in the backyard.
I seen that with the
Man, smacking.
I'm like, man, I need to be at that
Man.
motherfucker, man.
But I'm gonna tell you this right now, and y'all don't. For my guys that's watching, that was there. It was some niggas that knew, like, yeah, it's too many little bad bitches here. I'm gonna probably stay over here. Niggas know better. Most guys, I think they know. They know better. They know if you ain't got. But that's the good thing about us being as men, because we can build that attraction.
Mhm.
We can work on that shit. You can work on your money. You can work on your game. You can work on your looks. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't believe that most women care as much about looks as we do. Care about looks for them. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't think so either.
a woman would deal with a Kodak Black because he got money, status, and all that. He could be ugly to her, but she go deal with him. And we a little bit different as men because we visual first. You know what I'm saying?
I think men will mess with broke ugly niggas. Like I think there's just a thing about women where it's like they're attracted to what they're attracted to. So they're obviously money for a lot of people. Then you have typical gender, you know what I'm saying, typical looks, you know what I'm saying? People are attracted to that. And then like personality, but I think there's a pecking order to it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Money I don't give a fuck who you is, I don't give a fuck what you say. Like money gonna typically outweigh everything else.
I agree.
You know, people try to act like
But it's a lot of dudes with money that don't be trying to spend it.
that's fine.
They smart.
That's their money.
They smart.
That's not smart and it's
That's
not
smart
fun.
as fuck. That's
How is it
smart as fuck.
Because when you leave with those things and you not giving it up, that's a
That's part of the
problem.
bait. You leave with your ass out and you ain't giving that up
I
right
guess
away.
I'm seeking for me because I want to know you
That's
spending it.
It was just opposed to the one where
I wanna know you spending
niggas is what kind of fishing she said? I know it's some crazy. Trick fishing. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Fishing, yeah.
So I say it's smart because I'm under the belief of the woman that really likes you, all them requirements and all that, because it kind of a little bit what you said. When a woman really likes you, all of that other shit that she's saying is gonna go out the window. She ain't gonna get no fuck about no motherfucking dates, none of that. She's just gonna be happy to be in
You
your
sound like
presence.
somebody I know, man. I swear.
She is, and that's the type of woman I like. I like a woman that because all of the other shit's gonna be benefits from dealing with me. We gonna go out because you dealing with me and we on the level. Like on the 9th, we going to Cancun. We finna be down there for 5 days. All paid, everything took care of. You ain't gonna pay
He
a
trick
dollar.
fishing.
Huh?
This is the example, lady.
Shit. Anybody that know me know I ain't saying what?
All this one.
Shit.
But
Nah,
I
man, what?
definitely think that there's a lot of there's a lot of men that talk about money and they not spending it. I need to see you spending it.
Fuck that. Shit.
What do you mean? Why are you talking about it?
I mean, why?
Because why are you talking about it? I want to know why you're talking about it. Why was it a topic?
I think if you
I'm not even attracted to
I
that.
think if you talking about it and she put some pressure on you to spend something,
Yeah,
you better spend
You
something.
better spend
If you
it.
care that much,
I'm not.
if you care that much,
Contrary to what people may think, I'm not the type that I don't care about things. I'm not that type of person. But I want to know like, if you're doing that, I might challenge you, and that might just be on some fuck shit because I ain't even
exactly.
fucking with you.
And that's my point.
I ain't even fucking with you. I'm just gonna challenge you because you talking about it. It is. It's a huge red flag. And there's a lot of men out here, especially in Milwaukee, because we in Milwaukee. There's a lot of black men out here that are popular.
Yeah.
They have their way. They can go in places. They can get a tab, right?
Yeah.
They can get credit, like
Yeah.
but they don't. They poor.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They're poor and they don't
But
be
who
on
get-
shit.
who
A
get-
lot of them
who get
homeless.
caught with the bait though.
That's the problem. Because a lot of women thinking they getting something that a lot of other women want.
Yeah, but I think that if we go back to traditionalism, where women cared about character more than all of that shit, then you probably wouldn't get.
What
Dated all
what
the
day are y'all gonna care about character?
Why we talking about us? We talking about y'all.
No, we're not. We're talking about humbling
Y'all
yourself.
listen.
We're talking about humbling yourself because there's a lot of men that should probably lead with character because they're not the best lookers. They don't have enough.
You gotta have
they-
character
they-
to lead with character.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
You have
they
to
lead
have
with
character
things.
to lead.
Can we all agree that most black men lead with things?
No,
No.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with
What
that.
things? Y'all always talking about we ain't got that. What the fuck we leaving with?
Yeah.
I don't think y'all don't got nothing. I think that y'all don't. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. How about can we all agree? Can we all agree? Can you come get one of these? mics?
I can agree that.
Can we
I
all?
agree that.
Can we?
well.
You can just pick it
He
up.
popped
I
Can
can
we
agree that if somebody is trying to manipulate you, they'll tell you anything.
turn his mic
I
on?
agree.
Turn his mic on.
on.
You want to sit? You want to sit?
Whatever. I can, you know what? I can take it with me.
Yeah, you can
Pop
take it
your
over there
shit,
with you.
cuz.
He said, "Grab a seat, cuz."
Yeah, you might as well pop your shit, cuz. But no, I just think it's different, man. Like if women looked at character first, because look,
Is
as
this in a way?
men, I know that we all competitors. We don't give a fuck what no other nigga doing because we competing anyways. That's just what it is. That's the world we live in. We're competing for the baddest bitches, for the most money, the most status. We always competing. So we really not trying to do nothing to get no nigga. I know it sounds like some hater shit, but in reality, we not really trying to do nothing to get no another nigga a leg up. Most niggas not. Because we all competing when it come to women, when it come to money, when it come to status, all of that shit. We don't get no fuck about that.
But y'all don't lead with character though.
Not all guys don't.
Most
I
don't.
like with character. That's all I got.
You know what, John? I'm gonna give you that. John, I'm gonna give you that. John, you are very charming. He is. John don't give a fuck.
As men, we gotta show y'all something first, though. Even in nature, though,
That's
even all
true.
the male animals is the more peacocks. Think about it.
When they spread their wings.
Yeah, they got the color.
Gotta do the dance.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
it right.
Lions, the male lion is the more attractive looking one. That's
Yeah.
because we gotta show y'all something first, just like you said.
But why
What
don't
you just
y'all? But why don't
But
y'all?
what you just say though?
What?
If you're talking about it, I gotta see it, right?
No, but why
The
don't
money is
y'all?
the man in the peacock.
But why?
Yep.
So
Yep.
I gotta
Yep.
see it. So I gotta see it.
But-
So when you talk about the money and you be acting stingy with that shit, your feathers is dry.
Or it might, hey, or it might be what you said at first. The chick might not be that chick for a nigga to come out his
No,
pocket.
no. When she started talking about spending that cash, then now she ain't that chick. Get the fuck out of
I
here.
mean, that's
Do
how
you
it
got
works.
it or you don't?
Right. I mean, but that's how it worked though, right? Because like we said, all the pretty girls, they gonna get what they want.
That's not true.
Shit, most of the time.
I know a lot of pretty girls with
Most
flat
of the time.
purses.
It don't matter.
Wait, is you talking about Milwaukee pretty?
I said we talking about Milwaukee.
Because that's the difference.
We talking about Milwaukee.
Milwaukee pretty is the difference. You take them to Miami, oh, it's a whole
But a lot of bitches in Miami don't have, they homeless and they don't have no money for
man. A
it.
lot of them hoes out there getting them rich.
But
niggas
that's because they poor. Yeah, and they doing whole shit.
Man, listen, go on Instagram, right? Go on your For You page and look at all the pretty bitches and look at where they at. They in nice condos,
Yeah.
they on yachts, they on
Yeah.
islands.
I mean,
they
I don't
on
think that's hard to
Hey,
do
nigga,
though.
That's not.
But that's you said that
but-
to yourself though. But go get the 300-pounder precious looking motherfucker. You think that's gonna
We do not discriminate here at Midwest
Man,
Productions.
listen, we real over here. Fuck that. She not getting on no yachts. Well, not no yachts with no real niggas. They,
Why you gotta,
Why-
why it gotta be right? Why it gotta be real?
300 with a nice safe.
6'3"?
Shit, man. Hell no. Hell no.
See, Lou being realistic.
I'm
'cause that's
not.
the thing.
I'm not for
It
body
depends on-
positivity. I'm sorry. That's
It
just me.
depends on how it's supported.
John, we got some comments.
Well, just ask.
Oh,
We
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
go.
They
They finna get on my.
I don't even think you've been doing bad.
no, that ain't been too bad.
I don't even think you've been bad.
Hey, I'm ready.
Somebody named Abreu said, buddy, will take her to high-end
Abreu.
restaurants, but she'll like dude who buy her 4 for 4s. I ain't gonna lie. If the nigga that cheap, he probably ain't buying her nothing at all. She probably paying at that point. And but this is some real shit. This is some real shit. I've been in situations like simultaneously. I've been like getting money over here, tricking some of it over here. Like it's not that hard of a concept
ain't.
to understand. Like that everybody ain't the same. Like we don't gauge everybody the same. The same way we was talking earlier about who we take on dates versus who we just kick it with. There are people in our lives that do different things for us.
Right.
So like
I agree.
she sucked dick for an hour. She give me some money, but like she looked how I want her to look. So like I'm gonna come with some shit over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how.
I think that's messed up when men do that. Actually,
You think what's messed
well,
up?
there's women that aren't as attractive as the other one, so she don't have to do as much. I think that's
What?
that's messed up.
Why is that
Every time we
messed
mention the
up?
game,
That is messed
Why you
up.
say that?
Cause you said you want somebody. That, go ahead.
People think they ain't got to do nothing.
If it's ugly,
Oh, okay,
if you
okay.
ugly and it's cold outside, hey, if
I get what you're saying.
you ugly and it's cold outside, bitch, go chop wood.
All right, so
You my dog, dog. You my motherfucking dog.
this would be your dog.
Yeah, I agree.
This guy would be your dog.
He said why
he
fat
said some
shaming.
real shit, man.
It's not really. He's not fat shaming. He just pointed that out in general. Stop fat.
Yeah, no, but why?
Listen,
Why
A
do y'all
fat man
do
and a
that?
fat woman is two different things. Rick
It
Ross is attractive to bitches.
is two
Vegas is not attractive to most niggas. I'm just being honest. It is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and just lie.
No, I think fat men and fat women. Large, heavier. Those are two different things. I do feel like that. I do. They do way different. I hate to say that, but why? Because there's a lot of women that are larger. I don't know. Y'all the ones.
I
They-
think it's better to inspire somebody or push them to change that shit about
Why?
themselves.
Why?
Why not? Because it's not healthy being fat.
There's a lot of skinny, unhealthy niggas.
That's true.
I'm not. Yeah, that's true too.
Niggas
Two
will sit up and
things-
smoke everything under the
Listen,
sun and talk about
I
who
agree.
healthy.
I
Like
agree.
what?
Two things can be true at the same time, though. That's my point. Two
No,
things-
you're saying attractive, like, but you would be okay with a nigga smoking cigarettes all day. You wouldn't say nothing.
because I'm a
Black and
competition with him. I don't give a fuck what no nigga doing.
But you okay.
But
with
when we
doing
talking
that.
about a woman,
but
I
listen,
will be honest.
if we
and
really
say,
talking about health and not being attractive,
okay,
you mean to tell me if it was really about health, you niggas will sit with niggas that smoke all day long. Not one time will you say, bro, that's
I mean,
unhealthy.
but well, okay. When you talk about our circle, yeah, we do things like that. But I'm just talking in general.
But you do
most
know
niggas
there's some
don't give a
people that
fuck.
are larger, big boned that are healthy.
Yeah, and it's
I ain't gonna lie,
dogs
I'm
with six
healthier than
legs.
motherfuckers
Okay,
that's
cool.
half my size. I'm dead ass.
Yeah,
I
believe
can get
that.
on a motherfucking
Listen,
Stairmaster for an hour.
I hear what y'all
I
saying.
can do 10 minutes on that.
But I
motherfucker.
hear what y'all saying. But let's be honest though. When it comes to because we can
I think we're being honest.
we can listen. It's a difference between men and women. Women, if your main commodity from men, what we're looking for is looks. It's the best thing for you to do is to make sure your looks is on tip top. Why not?
But what if it's tip top for other men?
It's not. Most niggas ain't looking for that.
But you do know there's a lot of men that have sex with heavy
Yes,
women.
niggas fuck all types of shit. I do know that.
Oh my god.
Niggas fuck midgets. Niggas fuck all types of shit.
What's wrong with a midget?
Right. Time out.
They're so cute.
What you doing here? Y'all are some fools.
They be having big booties.
Creature said, "Wow, John. So everybody you dealt with is cute as fuck." No, Creature, but they was probably.
I don't think because you're larger that you're not cute. I actually think there's a lot of beautiful women that are that are
you
heavy.
don't have to
BBW.
date them. So what? No,
I
all due
believe they are
respect.
absolutely beautiful, and they have great energy. They have great. They dress beautifully. I think that
Listen, you
there's a
don't-
lot of skinny bitches I don't
but
even
look,
fucking
look,
like.
look.
Energy bad
you
as
don't
hell.
you don't have to date them. So it really no disrespect, but it really don't matter what you gotta think because you don't have to date them.
So the way that y'all feel about
being honest.
women that are heavy, I feel the same way about men
broke
that are
niggas
poor.
and so-
Yeah.
exactly.
Same thing. It's the
Same thing.
Okay.
Our main commodity for y'all is money.
But y'all get
status.
upset about that.
It is what it is, though. It is what
Women
most guys know.
women get upset about motherfuckers saying they don't want you because you fat.
Bingo.
What's that?
Do they not?
So
Will they
look,
not? Are there
for
not
me-
people that will get upset with you?
For me, and again, other guys.
Like, I have that stuff going on. Like,
Yeah, but you a
It
little
should be
bit different.
tighter.
You will be considered thick.
That's what I'm saying. Depending on the frame.
When
Now,
it comes to
no
you
more
got to
kids
stuff
and
your
devils.
stomach.
my stomach are in
The-
these Amazon shorts right
Yeah,
now.
but you ain't got the egg. That's just my opinion. That's
I'm gonna move to the
listen,
next topic.
That's just
After
my
that.
opinion. You brought me for the bullshit. I'm just gonna.
I
be
did.
honest.
I'm this way.
Why do it seem like women find anything wrong with traditionally attractive guys? It's like when they find them dudes, they be like, "Oh, well, you might be something else."
Why do women find an issue with traditionally attractive?
Yeah.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Oh, he got all this going on, but it got to be something wrong with him.
He doing all the
About
right
you?
things.
About yourself?
I'm just saying I heard it a lot.
Um,
I'm not necessarily saying it about myself.
I was gonna tell you something about yourself. Not saying.
I'm just saying in general. It just gotta be
I don't know. I'm 41, so I don't think like that. I want
I'm saying you-
I want my man to get off work, go to work, get off work, come home. I want to be able to feed him and be, like I like stuff like that. I don't know what woman in my age or older is thinking like
I've heard
traditional.
this news.
I don't
It
know
just gotta
why-
be something.
This is the
But
thing
it
about
make
that
it
too.
so
I don't
You ain't
know why
got no
you
kids. You gotta be something. Gotta be.
Wait, what?
She always try to act like because it's not you that you don't know that
Yeah.
it's right.
No, actually, that's what you do.
I'm not even
I know you're not talking about me personally.
I don't know no women that's 41. Get the fuck out, dude.
We know a lot.
No, I don't know any women that don't want men to do traditional things. It's traditional to me because everybody has their own.
I'm attracted to tradition.
Traditional is one
Or
thing, so don't
or
try to
was it
change the
like something-
definition.
What's
It's-
traditional?
It's traditional is what the man rules. That's traditional.
The man rules.
Hell yeah.
What does it mean by rule?
I'm the leader. I'm the head.
What
You
does it mean
follow
to be a
behind
leader?
me.
What does it mean to be a
We gonna go
leader?
down this rabbit hole.
No, that was one of my things. What
Okay.
what does it mean to be a leader?
So
Because a lot
you-
of men feel like black women, because I want to keep it black.
okay.
A lot of men feel like black women don't allow them to be a man and lead.
Well, look. So I would disagree with those men because it ain't that she don't allow you. You just not that type of dude.
Okay, great.
That's my opinion.
I'm glad we feel the same.
A lot of that comes up to upbringing.
Yeah.
A lot of our men be taken out the house. So when you grew up seeing your mom doing everything, so a dude come in your life,
You doing too much.
no matter what he's doing, it's not gonna be right because it's not your mom doing it.
Right.
It's not you doing it. So
I
I agree with
females
that.
these days just not used to that.
And
And then the guys that get raised by the mom, he used to seeing the mom do
Exactly.
everything. So he meet a girl and it's like, you supposed to be doing everything.
Yeah,
and it's like, no, that's what it is.
I think you should repeat that.
I think they heard.
When y'all do meet a guy that's put that foot down, don't give him a hard time about it. A lot of women buck up
Because they don't like it when a nigga stand on business. They don't like it.
Pause. That was two different things. He
No,
said
no,
he
no,
said
no.
there's a lot of men that they're used to their mom doing everything. They see her being strong. They see her being a dominant person,
Yeah.
and then they get with women, and now they're dating, right?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
romantic love,
Yeah.
and now he's like, "Hey, why you want me to do stuff? I
Yeah.
see my mom doing everything."
My mom got up to work. Why should I have to go get you supposed to work?
Okay,
There's a
so
lot of
how do
dudes that
you
do
how
that.
do you all feel about that?
I feel like that's
No,
lame. I feel like that's
you
lame.
Lame.
something. Now
No,
it's-
stay here with us. Stay right here.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? Men that see women do
I
see
don't
their
like
mom do
Yeah, I don't
everything
like
and
that
want the
either.
woman.
I don't
Okay,
like it.
John.
There should be something you do.
Yes.
That's not something that I mean. If that's what she desired to do, then she needs to go find somebody. That,
No, he said him. He saw his mom being the dominant person in the household.
okay.
The single mother, she's taking care of everything.
No, not for me. I was speaking about him.
No, he's saying that there's a lot of men that were raised by single moms.
Moms.
So they see their mom being the dominant role and they see her doing everything. So then he gets with a woman and it's a romantic love. And he's like, why you challenging me? You supposed to do those things.
He shouldn't feel like that because that wouldn't be a reflection of what he saw growing up. What you have there is you have your single mother and then you have you and a woman that's in a relationship together. That's not single. Y'all are together.
No, so this
So-
what I was
But
saying.
that's what I agree
No,
with
this is
him
what I
on.
was saying. I was saying a guy, he seen his mama pay all the bills, make all the decisions around the house. So then now he meets a woman and he lets her make all the decisions in the house and pay all the bills. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't like it. I think that's you don't get the best out of a woman when you're in that situation. If you ask me,
No, that's fact.
you know
When you
what I'm saying?
force her to be dominant all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like that's kind of weasel shit. Now, I also believe that guys shouldn't just be taking care of any bitch. You shouldn't just be a provider.
Why she gotta be a bitch?
Excuse
She
my
just
French.
she just
There's locker room-
progressed
that's
to a
locker
bitch.
room
That's,
talk.
thank you. You gotta
We
be
ain't
okay
at the
with
locker
it.
room. We at Tay Studio. This is not locker room.
It's gotta be a balance, man. That's locker room talk.
Look,
And she texted Sanders on Thursday.
Right.
We don't talk like that.
man, but no.
No, I get it. I'm just.
I know she give me hard.
So look,
Creature-
I just
Creature said-
believe that.
Oh.
Go ahead. Go
No, I
ahead.
said, Creature said Grandpa made the money, Grandma ran the house and made Grandpa feel like he ruled.
The house.
That's
That's where the woman.
So I'm always gonna have
Like
a problem. I'm always gonna have a problem with these traditional things because you can't have it two ways. You know what I'm saying? Like people want the traditional part of like, oh, he pay all the bills and he do all the shit, but like you don't want to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up like your grandmama did. You don't all the extra shit that you need. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to take that into account. You know what I'm saying? Like Granny wasn't going to get her hair and nails done, her feet done every 2 weeks.
I would like to say my grandmother was.
I mean, that's she
See,
Look,
everything you said is
Lula May.
But what we did over
Look,
here,
no, it ain't like that though, because I am a very traditional person. Like I said, I would want to make sure we ate dinner at a certain time. All that. I'm like that. I think we should eat at the table together. You know what I mean? We
but
should talk
there
about
are
that.
people who don't want to relinquish other parts of those traditional things, so then they need to just deviate from that altogether and come up with something modern that works for them.
I think so too. That's why I asked what was your version of traditional. That's why I said that, because I think everybody has their own version of traditional. You said it was only one way.
Yeah,
That's
it
not
is.
true.
It's only one way.
That's not
It's
true.
Only one way.
I don't think it's true.
What's your way?
For me,
Yeah.
I think that like back then, the woman didn't go to work. I think it's okay to go to work. I love making money. You know what I mean? So I'm going to make a contribution, but I also feel like my man should be the leader. I think men lead.
And what
And
do that mean?
to me, a leader, he is a effective communicator. He's a problem solver. He's understanding.
Okay.
And I support him in that because I can trust that he's going to do those things.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when I hear men say, I'm the leader, what does that mean? You know what I mean? What does that mean to you?
And if
That's
gotta
very
say it,
important to
then
know.
you ain't did it.
No, I don't think it's hard to say. I don't think it's wrong to ask. I need to hear you say what it means to be a leader.
Right. No, I'm saying if a dude gotta say I'm the leader, you probably not that.
Oh yeah. Because to be an effective leader, you got to be an effective listener too. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel. So I want my man to know that
But now, I get what he's saying too, though. Like if it's not understood, I'm the leader. That's a problem already.
That's a problem already.
Yeah, you know
No,
I
but
think have to
I think
convince
that
you,
early.
yeah.
I think early though, because let's all agree that we so broken, right? Now,
Right, because you gotta
so
understand what you.
I need to understand what that means to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? What
Okay.
does family mean to you? Because my family dynamic might be completely different than yours, and you might think that shit dope as hell, and I might look at it like that's toxic as a motherfucker.
Right.
You know, your mama don't want you to do nothing unless she say so. That's toxic, but you feel like she's a queen, right?
Yeah.
But no, I think you have to be effective in so many
Niggas
on so
never
many
call their
different.
mama bitches.
She ain't never no bitch.
She ain't never been no loud.
I mean, I'm pretty sure my dad probably said it, but I mean, that's his woman. That's his woman.
We might be angels to us, but ain't no color.
Hey, but I ain't no fool no more. Like I know
Can
mom.
I even say this to you?
But I know cheating. But
I wanna also acknowledge this with you.
Love you, Mom.
So he is most women, would you agree, think you are very combative?
No,
Yes.
no. I feel like most women that's on the internet, maybe.
No,
Most
that's
women,
what I'm talking about.
oh, okay. Because in real life, I get nothing.
We don't, the real life doesn't matter.
What's combative?
Excuse me.
He's so, for instance, this is something I want to talk about. So when I first, no, John knows this too. So I do this podcast with guys on Thursday, right? Most people think that I'm a woman. I mean, I'm a man basher, right? And I'm not. I just say things that they don't want me to say, right? I just bring light to things they don't like.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's real shit. So so I automatically get to be a man basher, and that's just really real shit. And they don't mind. They hate being challenged. But there are people that just feel. There's a lot of guys that feel like, well, there's real men that agree with you and they don't feel like that. You get what I'm saying? Then there's those ones that just want to go against what you said. Long story short, I invited him here today, right? Every time I've invited him another time, and it was for the Thursday thing, but that didn't work out, so he's here now. But this time when I invited him too, he says, every time he says this to me, he says, you want that? You ready for that?
No, I
said we gonna podcast, we're gonna be on the couch by ourselves. He instantly says, you ready for that? You want that? What does that mean to you if somebody said that to you?
Sounds like
He didn't even know the topic. What did it mean?
Look, I
it depends on.
Say it.
Hey,
Be
I know what you were
honest,
summoning
say
me
it.
for.
No,
so.
be honest, say it.
I have to see the progress.
No, there's no problem.
My
You hear
dog.
him now. You hear who he is. What does that mean? If somebody said you want that, you ready for that? What does that
Prepare
mean?
for that.
I mean, vaguely, it sounds like for the not the competition, but like
The debate.
Combativeness.
the challenge. No, not combative. He's not necessarily disagreeing with everything you say. That's combative for me.
If someone says, do you want that? Are you ready for that? That means that I'm going to oppose everything you're
I'm
saying.
not gonna do that.
And are you ready for me? This is going to be a challenge for you. This is going to be a challenge for you. Are you ready for me? So in the same breath, he's somewhere saying on his post in his podcast, women should listen to men more. Men are leaders. You already put me on the defense, but I'm smart enough not to do that, right? I was actually going to compliment you on tonight because I think that we had a very articulate
I
conversation
agree.
and people were able to hear us.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Because it wasn't a rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
But that's how I could have came based on how you
But see,
responded.
there you go. How you would have came. I wasn't coming like that.
But listen,
I do
your
agree with you
perception.
saying. I agree, but you got to also understand, as a man, I'm coming to be a man. I'm not coming to come and be catty.
So, dude,
What you meant?
What?
I'm
No, so look, when I first said it to you, is because, like I said, our last conversation wasn't so good when you unfriended.
But it was just controversial conversation.
I know about that.
yes.
No, it
came
was
out my
just, it was,
neck.
and so,
I'm not gonna
so
talk
I
to you
think
no
I
more.
believe I unfriended you during the Kamala Harris piece.
But you unfriended him.
No, so this
Like,
is the thing.
damn, on Facebook?
So no, this was the thing. So, and I do still feel like this, and I think y'all probably feel so. You might feel the same way about this, but with the Kamala Harris piece, even my brother, I love my brother so much. My brother in Dallas, I love him so much, and everybody knows that I love going to see my brother. All that. Me and my brother fell out about this whole presidential shit because he felt like women couldn't run the country and women couldn't do this, women couldn't do it, and I never knew that about him. And then with me being ambitious as I am. Even the shit I'm doing right now, the studio thing. It's a lot of there's not women that have studios and things like that. So correct. So watching them say things like that, and then their logic wasn't there, the facts weren't there. They were just saying it to feel like men. And look at Trump is a whole man. You get what I'm saying?
And I fuck with Trump. Shout out
And
Trump.
bogus as hell.
I fuck with Trump.
You might feel like that, but I guess this
I
is
don't
a
feel anything.
factual. I don't think that we would be in the predicament we are in
I
when
think
it
we'll
comes
be
to
in
the
the
country.
worst
No,
predicament.
absolutely not.
That's
Oh,
my
that's another
opinion.
conversation.
Yeah. We
It's a
don't know
whole
that.
nother conversation, but I
Both
think
of them,
it's,
but this is horrible.
y'all able to say this because she's not here, right? She's not up. So y'all able to say that, but that's neither here nor there. But-
4 years already.
But it was, again, this hadn't even really nothing to do with that. It was to watch men, including him, say what women could not do. And it's saying that women are more emotional and this and that, and watch him be emotional with so many things that make a difference in the country. And none of those men are speaking up about him being emotional. We ain't gonna even talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Trump does drag off.
He does. But they're not saying anything about that. And that's funny to me. That's crazy to me. So I did unfriend him because there was no logic
He
there.
get mad
But that don't
somebody
mean-
show up at his birthday party.
Yeah.
You want to do something.
Yeah.
But listen,
I'm
this is my
cutting
thing though.
Medicare,
But
'cause
this is my
nobody-
thing though. You don't see this the thing though. We could disagree and still be cool,
No, I didn't want to be cool because you were bothering my. No,
Thank you.
I'm not president. I'm not running for
Thank you.
president.
But emotionally, you was like, we can't be cool.
No, it
Because
wasn't.
you don't agree with me.
No,
And
no,
it's
no. It wasn't because you don't agree with me. It was because you don't respect who I am as a woman. That's what that was for me.
What do you do?
Because the things that they were saying.
Okay,
that
I
women-
was
women-
at
I didn't say
women-
nothing about you.
Women,
I
no,
spoke
you didn't
about-
say anything about me.
Exactly.
However, you spoke about black women and you guys were speaking about things like that. And I feel like I'm very ambitious and I do take roles that men probably are leaders in.
Okay, so
And-
but I need you to understand this too, though. When we speaking in general about most of this stuff, that don't necessarily mean it applies.
So
to
if you said
Let me give you an example.
if you
Let me
said
give you
I
an
hit
example.
bitches, I'm supposed to say he wouldn't hit
See,
me.
but that's me saying I do something. I'm saying, listen, in general, if you say most of these black niggas beating up on chicks, I'm not gonna take offense because I'm not doing it.
But if you're talking, you're talking. You were saying what you felt. And I feel I could put myself in those shoes that, hey, women can't do this, women can't do that. I'm black. I'm a black woman. I have a black daughter. I would definitely push my daughter to be a fucking amazing.
Well, what I was saying was women shouldn't be the face. The black woman shouldn't be the face of this country. That's my opinion.
Messed up.
Why?
That's a whole different
Yeah,
topic.
okay, yeah, because we
But-
get on some politics shit.
Yeah. That's a whole different topic. And I'm okay with talking about that. But
Okay.
I felt like if you felt like that, then I took it personal because I'm like, damn, that means, and I know you probably have. You probably looked at me like, she got a studio. What the fuck? You know what I mean? That's man shit for y'all. That's man shit for y'all to do. There's a lot of things that I do that men take the role in, the leadership in. And I get that. You get what I'm saying? But you wouldn't, there's so many men that may have been proud of me, but they wouldn't express how proud of me they were.
Well, you were my friend almost, so I
It
couldn't-
didn't
I
matter though.
couldn't just-
But you understand what I'm saying.
I
though.
get what you're saying.
That most of
And-
the black men, they don't tell you. You got to figure it out in some kind of way. That's crazy.
Y'all do need a lot of reassurance. Why is it?
I don't need no reassurance. I came here and do what I'm gonna do. I pop my shit.
I never,
But I'm humble about what I do.
I never, like, we don't be like, yeah, somebody should recognize me. We just have to do it.
Y'all do be like that.
Why you say that?
Men definitely be. Black men
definitely.
definitely be like that. I've met a ton of black men that they play like, oh, don't let them matter until I'm doing it for somebody else. Then it's like, why didn't you do that for me? Isn't that I need reassurance? Isn't that a reassurance moment? Yeah.
They asked you to do
For
it?
instance, I've said things about other people's bars or complimented them on things, and I had some guys that I thought was tough, don't care about nothing. Oh, why you ain't say nothing about my spot? Or why you don't need that? You convey that you don't need those things. And I can also agree with women. There's a lot of men that act tough. I don't need you to say you love me. I don't need you to buy me nothing. I don't need you to. You do want that shit though. So why are you doing that?
See, but that's a.
Oh,
to me,
I
that's
mean,
a whole
like, I
different
can
level
cook
of shit.
myself. Well, why you so excited when his chick cook him some dinner?
I can't speak to that. That's
I can absolutely cook myself, but I don't.
me
want
too.
to.
I'm
But I'm
just
sure
walking
it's
around,
good
But I
when
don't-
your lady
but I
cook
don't-
you some
right, but I
dinner.
don't want to.
What's so hard about saying those things out loud?
It's about feeling the service part. You did this for me.
It probably got to do with the fact that they was raised by them single mamas.
I saw what's the seasoning lady? Tabitha something. I can't think. She's a very beautiful lady. But she was talking about when she first met her husband, how she come from a place of love, right?
Mhm.
So her people, they used to be they used to be they do a lot of hugging, hand holding, you know what I mean? They just really affectionate.
Sorry, Muslim?
No. Her I don't think so.
Lou, talk a little more to the mic when you talking.
Oh, okay.
But she was talking about being with him, and she used to like to do kissy stuff with him, like just to show her affection, and he didn't like that. He acted as though he didn't like it. She would try to hold his hand and all that, and then he would just be like, just everywhere, just try to be
Is
affectionate.
that a bad thing though?
Listen, she was doing that, and then she was like, "Hey, I'm tired of him shooting me down every time I do that." So she stopped, and he was like, "Hey, why you not trying to hold my hand? Why you ain't?" That's how majority of women. That's how majority of women, black women, I would say, because I'm black women feel about black men. You try to embrace y'all with love, and y'all shoot that shit down for real. I'm serious.
Now I can elaborate on this a little bit. Who are you trying to show love to?
The guy you with?
Are you with him?
Yes, you believe so. He's doing things to make you believe.
Now, let's talk about that now, because you just said
You're right.
You asked you a question. I said, "Are you with him?" And you said you believe so.
So
are you with him,
John? So if you're doing relationship shit,
the
and
same
she's
way
now,
didn't I just talk about earlier about how I got people who I do things with and do things
John,
for,
but how
I
is
don't
she
do that
supposed
for
to know if
everybody.
you don't? There's no difference. You're not showing her. She doesn't know what's going on, and you're not, as a man, you're not leading that relationship to vocally express, "Hey, I don't like being in public with you, and I don't want to hold hands with you."
Let's talk about it.
Because y'all
Let's
can
talk about it quick.
Let's do it.
So I'm not leading.
No,
I'm
you
not
are.
saying-
You are. You're leading enough for me. Listen, you're not leading in the conversation role to say where we are, but you are
So
having sex with me. You are contacting me. And listen, every woman is different. That might be enough for me.
It's enough for a lot of y'all, and that's what y'all problem is.
No,
that's what y'all problem is.
No.
I can give you the bare minimum, and I can give you.
John, but what if that's all she needed?
Then that's all you get.
don't
Then what
complain
we
about
talking about? Then?
No, that's all you needed. That's all she needed to feel like you cared about her. So now she's showing you affection publicly, and you're shooting her down because that's the conversation you want to have right now. How is she supposed to know that you don't want those things? Because you're not vocalizing that.
She's supposed to.
Because you enjoy having sex with her.
Let me say, she's supposed to know once she tries it and he doesn't reciprocate it or he doesn't receive it.
Again, Tabitha is married to this man. He did not come from a place of love. He did not know how to embrace that.
Okay.
Let me wrap back. So the conversation today is humble yourself.
Okay.
In order to humble yourself, there's humility in that.
Right.
In order to have humility, you are aware of certain things about self.
Right. So who needs to be humbled in this situation?
Both parties, because why are you here? Why are you here?
Think.
Vocalize that. Vocalize that.
Well,
How is she supposed to know?
Okay, so listen. If I'm in a situation, and this is not me because this is typically not my characteristic.
Okay, we just thinking in general.
But if I'm in a situation where I'm trying to manipulate a situation to go in my favor,
Right.
I'm going to tell you what the fuck I want
John.
you to hear.
To get my way.
Now, okay, John, what?
So you said I'm going to manipulate. You use keyword manipulation.
Yeah.
Correct.
In order to manipulate, you have to be trying to convince me that it's something that it is not. Manipulation.
Correct.
So if I am thinking it is something and it is not, there is that piece right there where it's not, and you haven't told me it's not.
Why would I if I'm trying to get something from you though? That's what he's saying.
Why are you doing that? What am I supposed to do? I don't know.
You're being manipulated.
John, I don't,
No.
He got a point. If you really listen,
can you help me?
If I'm providing you,
I get what you're saying.
Help me articulate this to them. Help me. They saying everything I just
Jerry on
said.
here, she said communication is key to lay it out so there's no misunderstanding moving forward. So if we have a so now listen,
John,
if you tell me there are things that you like in a relationship, right? And you communicate those things to me, and I never do them. You've communicated. I've probably talked back to you a little bit about it. I understand where you're coming from, but I don't give a fuck enough to do it.
No, you do because you're manipulating me. You're manipulating me. When you manipulate people, what are you doing?
Deceiving them and doing
What does deception mean? What are your acts? What are you doing?
I don't know what word you're looking for.
You said manipulation. You said deceiving. What are you doing to me when you are manipulating me and you're deceiving me? What are you doing to me?
Lying.
Lying. What are you lying about?
Your intentions?
What are you looking for? What are you? I don't know what you're looking for.
No, I want you to no. Stay here. You are manipulating me. You are deceiving me. You are lying to me. Why are you doing those things? And what are you doing those things for?
Whatever it is you looking
No,
for.
what are you looking for? Coochie. And you are doing those things. You don't gotta lie to nobody, right? You grown as a motherfucker. You don't have to manipulate anybody. You don't have to lie.
Listen,
So you wait, John, but you are doing those things because you want something from me.
I think men.
John, yes or no?
I think men do those things because
John,
that's who they
yes
are.
or no? Are you manipulating, deceiving, and lying to me because you want something from me?
Sure.
The thing you said, we can do it. Coochie.
Sure.
You enjoy my coochie.
Sure.
You will continue to lie to me, deceive me, and manipulate me. Because you enjoy my coochie.
Correct. But now if I've gotten to the point now where like I don't even gotta like manipulate you by holding your hand. I just know that I'm in there.
But you already started the manipulation, deceiving. You already started that. And that was enough for me. I'm oblivious to what's going on.
But have
That's
you
enough.
ever heard the term though? Women fall in love with what they hear. That's just why niggas tell them what the fuck they want to hear. That's just part of the game.
At what point are either of you going to say this is wrong?
No,
it's wrong for me to do what I'm doing. What?
I'm under the belief.
You two are acting
before I tell a lie, and tell you
I don't
nothing.
even do it, and you know I'm not.
No, I said we're speaking in general. I told him that, but I'm saying with men that do operate that way, I didn't tell you everything. I told you a bit. That's deceiving. That's manipulating. That's wrong. That's wrong. Because if you was really that nigga, you would have came and said, "Actually, I don't like you like that, but I do enjoy fucking you."
What? Man, I swear to God.
Who what?
Listen, I'm under what?
Who what?
I'm under. I'm
John, no, we have this conversation. You will get down like that, but you
Before
like
I tell
what?
you a lie, I won't tell you nothing. That's how I go.
That's
how I go.
happening the most in these situations.
Before I tell you a lie, I just won't tell you nothing.
They're not giving nothing. So if I'm not giving you nothing that you want, that telling you nothing is the same as not giving you nothing. If I'm not giving you what you want,
you asked me, you got a girlfriend. My business. Don't worry about that.
Earlier in this show, you all said that that women they'll take for what they'll kind of adjust.
No, I said men will.
Men will adjust, but you said you listen to what women actions. Don't listen to what they say.
Yeah.
So they'll take on whatever you're giving because they want somebody most times.
Wait, say that again.
So when you're lying and being deceitful and things like that, you're doing that because she already told you what type of woman she was.
Most of the time they don't. You kind of can gauge it. You can tell.
But you doing.
Or you can tell her expectation, or you can tell.
But you're doing it for a reason. There would be no reason for you to lie and be deceitful.
But that's why I said men are a little bit more genuine when we come to dating. We have a reason, right? When we talk to each other.
However, can deceitfulness, being manipulative, and being genuine fall in the same sentence?
Both parties, both sexes manipulate each other to get what the fuck they want. We can't act like it's just one.
Listen, I'm not saying you're deflecting now. We were talking about men and we were talking about what you will do to get what you want. Okay. You said that you will be deceitful. You said, I'm not going out with her. She should see that. She should notice that. What if the fuck she don't want to go out? She ain't never been taken out. Then what? She's never, let's think about a backstory. She's never even gone on dates. There's a ton of women that don't even do dates. When I be talking about dates, that shit is exciting to bitches. I'll be like, oh, I went and did this. Woo. They ain't did nothing.
That's how they don't not do dates. They just can't do dates.
No, they haven't been asked on a date, and that's okay.
Why not?
I don't know.
Why not?
But I'm not saying they less of a woman.
On here, find out why no men taking them out on
dates. If you like to come on.
I would love to talk about that. Like, why ain't nobody take you out?
No, but I don't. But that might not be a requirement for them. It's a lot of chicks that be like, "Come over." I don't say shit like that.
It's not a requirement for them because they deal with men who not gonna do it for them,
or they think that they like niggas and they could just sport fuck. So a lot of times that's why whatever. I'm just being.
No, I hear you.
They want to sport fuck nowadays. You know what I mean? Man,
Fucked a lot of bitches in your time.
straight at you like I'm just trying to fuck on you, like a nigga. Like a nigga. So that's what they did.
If it is that, that's cool.
Yeah.
Are you guys turned off by that, hearing that type of stuff?
I am.
I'm not.
At my age now, I am.
I'm not.
I turned off, but you automatically go to a category.
Bottom.
That's kind of what I mean.
Because
Like, if it's bad enough, I might still
you
hit. But it's like,
you know what his problem is? He want to be deceived. He want a woman to pretend like, oh, I just fell for you. And
better.
I don't need nobody a lot of
No,
men.
listen.
Hey, Magic Junior.
The reason why I'm saying that is because you're not going to show me. I'm not jumping through no hoops for no bitch. Excuse my French. I'm not doing it. I'm not that type of nigga.
You
I'm
are.
the nigga.
Wait. Have you ever been deceitful or manipulative?
No,
So you have never?
not in a relationship. Not
No, not in a relationship, but when you got
with no chick either.
to have sex with her?
No, for what?
So with the men that are, you would call that, would you consider that jumping through hoops? I would.
Sorta, but not all the way. I'm saying when I say jumping through hoops, I'm not outside your crib, Earth Angel.
No, I think lying, leaving shit out, being manipulative, being deceitful. I think that's
But
jumping
y'all
through
can't
hoops.
handle truthful either. If I come to you and I say you a badass woman, you beautiful, I like you, I want to fuck you and I want to fuck her, but I'm gonna fuck you right now. You probably gonna be like, nah, nigga.
Okay, so be okay with that and go to the next shit.
But why? If I'm trying to actually get this,
But why would you? If you want that, why would you be saying I want to fuck your friend too? Why would you
just the same? Because if I go to the women, I'm to go say the same reason why you ain't just go tell a nigga I'm just trying to break you. You're gonna play the game.
But what if she not?
But that's the point. My point is this. Most women not gonna tell a nigga straight up, I'm just trying to break you. If they trying to find tricks, they not just gonna say, you my trick, I'm just gonna break you forever. Never gonna give you pussy. I'm never gonna do anything. I'm just gonna break.
But you know she gonna give you some pussy if she got you. You
Every
know she
guy
is or
don't know
not.
that because it's a lot of tricks out here that's dumping their life savings to bitches that ain't gave them a piece of ass. So every guy don't know that. Every guy don't have a game and awareness to be able to say, dude, she trying to play me. Dog, she on bullshit. Every guy don't have that.
So y'all do understand there's a lot of women that don't have that awareness to say he doesn't like me like
Well,
that.
that's your daddy fault.
Oh.
It is. It's
So
your daddy and
what do
your
you
mama
think?
fault.
What do you think? How do you guys feel about the relationship? Do you think it's important for a woman
Yes.
to know the relationship of a man with his mother?
Your dad is
A man with his mother. Do you think women should be asking questions like that?
I think that don't matter.
It don't matter.
I don't think that matters.
So why does
Because-
it matter for a woman to have a
because-
good relationship with her father?
It don't.
He just
Because
said it.
He said it might affect who you are.
no, so look,
That's what he's saying. It might affect who you are.
No, I disagree though, cuz I believe this. The father is the gatekeeper. He's the person that protects his daughter through life. He's the one to tell her what a bozo is. He's the one to tell her, hey, you this the good guy you need to.
Shout out to my
The
daddy.
dad is the one that's supposed to filter out the bullshit
You
men for
still
you.
deal with bozos.
You know what I'm saying?
Who?
You ain't never dealt with a bozo?
I have, but I didn't know he was a bozo. He was being manipulative.
You ain't never
He
knowingly
was
dealt with a
deceiving
bozo.
me.
You ain't rebellious. Answer my question.
He was.
Answer my
Wait, what is
question.
a bozo
Have
mean?
you
What is
ever
a bozo mean? What was a bozo? What's a
Have you
bozo?
ever knowingly
What
dealt with
is
a
a
nigga that
bozo?
wasn't on shit?
Well, I didn't know that. He played to me like he was
You was being rebellious. That's probably
deceitful.
Pops was
We
probably
was
like,
just
hell
talking
no.
about a nigga recently. He ain't never been on shit. So I know you're lying.
But he was.
Okay.
In that moment. He was in that moment. It was. See, this the thing. So you gotta know where you at with it.
I don't think
So-
mamas do good though when it come to the same thing when it come to dating for boys. Like mama's gonna tell you some bullshit. I talked to my mom about that. I said, dude, when we was raised, I swear to God, I talked to her. I said, dog, when we was coming up, you was telling us how to be like the perfect gentleman. You was telling us to be.
You was mad.
No, I'm not mad.
She's trying to teach you how to be
But-
the nigga that she wanted.
But no, because this what it was.
Shout out to his mama.
No, but this is what it was. I told her, I said, listen, you got to understand that the world is updated and these women ain't how you was. They not the same. So you might have in your era or your time, you might wanted a stoic gentleman type man. Right now, you the corny nigga if you too gentleman like. That's just being honest. You don't have to agree. Maybe not for you, but for most women, the guy that's overly cool and and respectful and all of that, most women gonna probably walk over that guy, especially black women. You're gonna probably walk over that nigga. That's just what it is.
Okay.
The nigga that stand on business though, I've noticed this.
What does it mean to stand on business?
Let me show you.
Show me, tell me.
So look, I got guys. I got two different kind of guys, right? I got guys that's in relationships and married. Then I got guys that's out here having a fucking way, right? The guys that's in the relationships, why do they go through the most problems with the women that they deal with versus the niggas that's out here having a fucking way? All them women are on their good foot to deal with these niggas. Like they ain't complaining about no cheating, they ain't doing none of that. They doing everything they can, washing your dirty drawers and all that, because women need competition to be on their best foot. And
That's
I hate
not
to
true.
say that. That's fact.
Not for
I
I
agree
want
with that to
That's
a
fact.
extent.
y'all mean I can't say what women do. I'll listen.
They get too comfortable with the place and then be like, oh, I'll just act anyway now.
I can have my way now. If he ain't making, that's why. And guys, listen to me. And she not gonna agree, but that's why a little bit of cheating or a little bit of listen, or a
What?
little bit of
What? Juan, what is a little bit of cheating?
I'm
What is
just
that?
saying.
What does that entail?
She gotta feel some kind of like
Like if
I can
somebody
lose
else.
this nigga in some kind of aspect. If she feel like that no other woman wants you, she gonna treat you like that.
Don't go fishing.
What did you raise? What did you raise?
My boy, at least put the rod in that motherfucker. You ain't even got to put the bait in yet. You know what I'm saying? But
still got the boat.
yeah,
But then Kenny said you gotta keep your foot on their neck.
man, you got my boy, for real. You got to, unfortunately.
Women will get comfortable, man.
They get comfortable. They get and they get to treat you like that. They
That's
get,
what humbling and stuff gotta be like, you know what? I gotta act like I'm still in running for this position. Like I'm still on tryouts.
yeah,
They get on the team and be like, well, I can just coast.
yep. I ain't gotta do
Sorry,
shit.
baby.
That's when that look. Notice this. That's when they get to holding up on sex. They get to doing all that because they get complacent. But then once the moment they see another chick on you, they want to fuck you every day, all day, because they trying to make sure you ain't going to go fuck nothing else.
I don't feel like
Yeah,
that.
I
I'm a
know.
lover. I don't
It
know.
might be not you, but I'm telling you, this
No,
is
I get it.
You gotta keep a little bit of something. You gotta have her, man. She gotta at least be able to walk in the room and see other women admire you, at least. When she see that.
our resident guest Jessica said someone sound hurt, or she said someone hurt
I knew
you.
that
She
was
said you
coming.
sound like
So-
you went through trauma.
For me,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody gets.
I don't think that was a trauma response, in my
That's
opinion.
a deep point. You must have
Really
hurt.
sad.
Somebody hurt you. That's
Who
why-
ain't been through something?
No, I don't
If
think.
you ain't been through no heartbreak or no heartbreak.
No, because keeping it all the way a buck, I've said stuff like that because I feel like some of my female friends, hey, your nigga need to see you popping out. You know what I mean? You
No,
got,
that's the thing.
yeah. No, it's
You're
not.
gonna lose your relationship that way.
No, not popping. She need to get dressed.
You
Yeah.
look nice. If you my woman, you gotta.
She need to get, you know, how sometimes they be like regular, like you need to do your shit.
Women get. I mean, that's why they call it comfort way. They get,
Mhm.
Kenny said he said one too close to none. You gotta have two for her to like you.
My
Keep
boy,
it shit
my
down.
boy.
Keep it shit
Talk
be
your
quiet.
shit then, for real. But no, only reason why when you said popping out, I thought you meant like be out.
No, not like that. I think that she needs to get some business about herself. There's a lot of women that don't have nothing going on. They don't have no motion. They don't get dressed. They don't. You know what I mean? You need to have some stuff
you
going
just
on.
going to the store, look nice.
Yeah.
I
I
Yeah, I
think
get that, though. I
both. But
get
you
that.
saying for both men and women that they need to be wanted, and your partner needs to see you that you're wanted, so they won't be so complacent.
Yeah, I agree with it to an extent though. Like any woman though, if you getting out here,
But
you
in
trying
the
to
future,
hit
don't
the
get too
club
comfortable.
and make your
Oh,
man
Wayne.
jealous, you gonna lose that.
No,
nigga.
it's like, bitch,
For
I'm
real.
not comfortable.
You gonna lose it. Especially nigga like me. I ain't playing with that shit. I set the tone. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, we was talking the same thing you was talking about.
Yeah, I set the tone though. I don't play that shit.
Yeah, you right.
Some motherfuckers say I rule with an iron fist. I ain't gonna lie, that's what it is. If you gonna be with me, you gonna come on my accord, on my standard. I ain't accepting nothing less because I think as men we take a big L when it comes to relationship. Think about it. How most guys want to fuck as many women as they can.
What?
Most guys do
Why?
because it's
It's
first of all it show your value if you can do it because most guys can't
So
do
can
it.
I talk? See, can I ask this? So why do y'all choose like trash bitches? Like y'all, a lot of men talk about I got a bunch of bitches, and then you see the bitches they got like she weak as hell. Like she ain't even got nothing shit. She ain't got nothing going on.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Go ahead.
What dictates a trash bitch? Because I know a lot of trash bitches that motherfuckers be holding up in the air.
Bingo.
I know bitches.
No,
that-
I'm saying when
I
you're
know
bragging.
motherfuckers who act like these are the holiest and down, and I be like,
Oh,
that bitch
please.
be like, you know,
Yeah.
like,
Bingo.
What is
To me, so
the
for
thing-
me,
the
for
things you have going on don't make you a trash bitch.
no, I
Or
said, listen. I'm talking about from a woman to woman, and me knowing that this woman ain't on shit. You bragging about having her, but I know she ain't popping shit.
But what you mean
What-
by
what-
popping?
what-
Like she's a terrible mother. She's
Oh.
a terrible mother. She's just a terrible person. She has a bad attitude. She just not
okay.
character, not their personality, like values, morals. I'm talking about that type of shit.
How she look?
I mean, she might look good to you, and you feel like, are you bragging about it? And I'm thinking, you bragging about it, but I'm thinking like she a loser.
Sometimes just variety too.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
I ain't think it's right or good. I'm saying just
It is what it
Let's be honest,
It's-
let's talk about it then. Men choose trash bitches because trash bitches are what's available.
That
Now,
could be true
if
too.
you
But
now,
why brag about it?
because you don't
She was convenient.
you're making her like she's nothing, and she's not nothing just because you think that she should be doing more with her life.
No, listen, hold on. It's the part of y'all bragging about having a throuple of bitches, and I'm saying
Well,
you don't
it's
even have a
some-
throuple of quality
listen,
bitches.
We've grown up in a society where fucking
John,
better
John, you hear
It's
me?
been like that for
Hear
a
me
long
though,
time.
but that's not making me feel like John, that guy, he get bitches. I'm saying you get
You're gonna,
bitches,
but-
available
but-
bitches.
you're gonna feel that way about me for other things.
But did you hear what he said earlier, right? When he said we got to talk to 15 bitches to land to. So if I can bag 15 bitches, I'm obviously, regardless of what you think they look like, I'm kind of
It ain't even about looks. I said it was about personality.
Yeah, but I'm saying if I could bag 15 of them, though, I'm kind of doing better than most niggas that are only getting 2 out of 15.
But how long do you think it lasts? Like you said earlier, you was like, most chicks think like, oh, why you fucking with her? Woo. But then they be having 5 kids, 5 baby daddies, all this. Those things matter to women too.
It's not as much.
Yeah,
Y'all
the
can
fuck
say
is
it,
much.
dude, but it don't.
It do the fuck to me.
And
And every bitch I talk to, I make it make sense to them
it's
too.
the reason why Nick Cannon can still knock bitches. And he got all them kids. Yeah, he got
Look
money.
at look at
but
the
he got-
ones he look at the ones he not.
I mean, he knocking as many as he want.
Better than Neo woman.
Yeah. You ain't
You man,
lying
look
about
at
that.
that. What's wrong with the women? What's wrong with the women that he not?
Who Nick Cannon?
Yeah.
I think that they just want to be a part of his story. I don't think there's nothing
Do
there.
you
I don't think
believe-
there's any substance there.
Do you believe that all women are gold diggers? I do. I believe that you just hide your shit.
I think
I believe that you can't, because if finances is always on the table and the guy providing is always on the table, then you kind of is a gold digger.
I know
That's
some women.
okay.
I know some women that 1000% want to provide for a man.
Check this out.
And
though.
that's- That's bullshit.
there are a lot of people that think if you're a part of Nick Cannon life, you winning in life.
Correct. So I
A
think
lot of
it's
people.
so when you say gold digger, maybe we shouldn't make it finances. Maybe we should make it more about what is your version of gold. You know what I mean? Like some people think like, oh, he laying in the bed with me every night, but that nigga be out all day. You know what I mean? Like, what's your version?
No, I'm saying gold digger as in finances.
No, that's what I'm telling you. Everybody's gold isn't the same.
everybody- yeah. We talked about this the other day. There are bitches who gold is $40.
Yeah.
That their gold is a phone.
Yeah.
There are bitches who gold is.
That's why I said that everybody,
Yeah.
you a gold digger, you just got a little
Yeah.
ass
But
shot.
I think
That's the thing.
everybody has a want though.
Yeah,
Everyone has a want, whether it be a man or a woman. So I'm saying what I don't consider anybody a gold digger. I feel like you just want what you want.
Look, I don't think it's a bad thing for women being gold diggers, though. I don't. Believe it or not. I know you don't think like that, but I think it's a bad thing. You should want something for what you offering. But however, you do need to be that tradition. Like when women say they want provider men and all of this shit, be the traditional man for a nigga to provide for. Don't be the hoe that fuck everybody and think I'm supposed to come provide for you. I'm not doing that.
So
That's
what,
weird as hell.
so let me ask you this. So how do you get in the same, not you per se, but how does a man get in a situation where he's contemplating on this woman that has been with everybody while she even on the panel?
Still got some coochie.
Yeah, she still got pussy.
So y'all gotta deal with that.
Y'all heard
Like,
this joke? Because literal trash, just like, y'all know who Patrice O'Neal was?
Yeah.
The chick in the dumpster joke.
No, I ain't-
Say it again. Yeah, say it again.
Girl in the dumpster. So basically, asked a woman. His joke was, asked a woman, would you cheat on your man for Denzel Washington, Brad Pitt? She said she had passed the lie detector test. Like, no, I wouldn't do it. She had passed. They asked the man, like, see the chick in the dumpster over there? Would you risk your whole relationship? He said, he'd be like,
Men gonna take what we get. Men gonna take what we get, man.
like she in the dumpster.
And I tell you what it is. Both men gonna take what they can get.
why? That's unfortunate. I wouldn't
It
want
is.
that type of guy.
It's not-
My shit
It's really bad.
Imagine thinking-
It's bad. I'll make that
That's
shit.
terrible.
But they made it that way. Y'all made it that way. For half,
No, we didn't make it anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Why?
If we didn't have to play numbers game, it wouldn't be that way.
Okay.
Exactly. And
If
then,
y'all make sure y'all got the right number, y'all be okay.
no, man.
You gotta get
multiple.
Well, you know what? No. Y'all just don't want to work for the ones that y'all gotta have.
Anything that you want. I may not have the luxury of working for, and that's the thing about, like, okay, let's say I'm cheating, right? If I'm cheating, I don't have the luxury, the time, the energy to pursue somebody who wants me to pursue them for a relationship. Somebody who wants something about something. Y'all be like, why are you going after? Because she gave me some pussy tonight. I asked for it.
Yeah.
That's why they do that. They go after women who are easily accessible because they are on some easily accessible time.
Yeah.
I only have
a limited amount of time to get done what I need to get done.
Or if I'm in a situation, I need somebody who's gonna be okay with me being in a relationship. You have to be somewhat sacrificing of who
and also most of y'all ain't giving it up to any nigga. So it's a lot of niggas out here that ain't getting no place. So if they can get something, of course that they're gonna just accept what they can get. That's how it is. That's why when we talk about bigger women, a lot of guys, I would just say this, a lot of guys be bottom feeding on big women. That's why if you see all of these posts when tax season come around, I'm gonna give me a big girl. Because they know that that's all that they can get and they're gonna accept what they can get. Most of the time, if you put $1 million, $1 billion in a man's hand, he gonna try to go for the baddest bitches. Yeah. That's just what it is. But most guys don't have access.
If I win a lottery today, the bitches that I wanted yesterday ain't gonna be the same.
Bingo.
That's just being honest. Like, I don't care what you think you look like. There ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are really nice looking women who want to be like, bitch, yeah.
If you want $1 million, you gonna help me out? You gonna take me?
Look, we'll figure something out.
Oh, bullshit.
One more time for Kitty, man. He said if she like you, she'll
lie to herself. Shut the fuck
up.
up.
She like you, she'll lie to herself.
Hey, Tay, fuck that shit, my boy. No bullshit.
God.
You gotta talk that shit. The baddest bitch is just a term of endearment. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're attracted, whatever you're attracted to. You know what I'm saying? I like fat bitches. To some people, fat bitches is the baddest bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But no, it's some niggas out here who really like be on that. I'm talking.
I don't think there's anything wrong. Why do y'all shame men for having their own preference?
Did you or did you not say that a man being fat and a woman being fat is not the same?
No, I said.
Did you say
no, I didn't say that. No, I agree with him because
it ain't
societal
as much as just exactly.
Society. To me, I also said that I think there's some very attractive big women.
And I said you don't have to date them. So
I don't have to date them, and I agree with. He said, no, that's two different things. I agree with that. But society said that a man could be larger and he could have bitches. Like,
but tell you why society say that, because you're saying society. And you hate that I keep saying this, but y'all say that because y'all the ones that got to date the men. So if y'all okay with dating bigger men because they have swag, money, or whatever, that's what y'all choose.
Yeah, because you just can't be big. You actually have to have a lot of other shit going on.
But even you can't just be attractive either. You gotta have other shit going. As a man, you can't just be attractive.
You can just be attractive.
You can just be attractive.
No, as a man, you gotta have to get the bad bitches. You can't just be attractive.
Dude, there's so many attractive poor niggas. It ain't even funny. They have their way.
I mean, they probably charismatic too, though. They probably working on their shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk their way in your house.
Most women want a layer of things.
I'm going to his house.
You could be attractive as you want to be. But if you ain't got the game,
I don't need to be over there. I don't need to be fucking with him.
Look. You all bullshit.
But anyway, sounds like Marquand wants to come back again one day. This was a great talk. This is better than I thought. But guess what? This might be one of those situations where Marquand knew better.
Oh, you must don't know me that good.
Maybe he'll pop out the next one.
Hey, I fuck with it. Dog.
So you'll come back?
Of course.
I think we should do a part 2.
Of course.
Let's do a part 2 next week.
And you should bring some ladies.
Maybe you can invite them.
They hate me.
He told me that they
listen on Facebook, dog. I be getting texts. I hate you, but then I get some. Listen, but then
they just all say they hate you.
I get some women that literally call me every 2 days just to talk about relationships.
Maybe you should ask them to come. Will they come?
You know why they want to talk to you though? Because you're honest.
Exactly.
And listen, I promise you, being honest has got me in rooms that being a cap ass nigga never could have. And when I say in some rooms,
yeah,
be like,
yeah,
how the fuck you talk to her honest?
Yeah,
no, for real. Like,
and that's just how I just believe in having some integrity, and I don't want to be the type of nigga that just say anything to get some pussy. I could get pussy without doing that. I could get pussy without talking at all. So I don't want to just say anything just to get some pussy. I want to lead with integrity. I know that it's a lot of women that's lacking fathers that don't know which way to go.
Everybody love my daddy.
Yeah.
And then it's so
must be
crazy
that
too.
nigga.
The way you talk, people wouldn't think you had integrity, and people don't understand that you probably got more than most people because you don't go around capping.
Yeah. I'm not.
Listen, I'm telling you, I do not be lying to these fucking women about nothing.
I think, but that's a big piece though. Having a father, that's serious. Because I would be embarrassed to bring a nothing dude around my dad.
You should be.
And I would never do that. So that's probably why I'm so like it's deeper than me liking them. Is it somebody
So
that I can
that's
bring
why you
around?
single, kind of like you scared.
My dad is up top. Yeah, my dad's super up top.
Yeah.
Like my dad he'll build us. He just.
What's your standard? Before we go, I want to know what's your
This
list.
ain't about me, you know what I'm saying? My standard.
Yeah, like what's your list?
What type of guy I like?
Yeah.
I like manly men. I like men that like to treat women like women. I like men that have great leadership skills.
Okay.
They're effective communicators, like I said. Men that you don't have to be. They don't have to be like I'm a leader. I like
agree
men
with
like that. I like men that are family oriented.
Okay.
That love dates. Love
Okay.
like catering.
Definitely love dates.
Yeah, I do. And I like men that like. I don't like men that don't like shit like food, like picky eaters. I can't fuck with that.
Like
Because-
chicken strips again, nigga.
No.
Restaurants you got chicken
I
strips.
don't want to. I like men to eat their vegetables. You know what I mean? Like
I
I
had a
like.
girlfriend like that one time. She used to piss me off. Like, I want to go try this new restaurant. Like, you don't even eat nothing. Like, you finna go. Like, I swear to God.
No,
She's
yeah.
Like, why am I going and spending $30 for chicken tenders when we
Yeah.
could have got them at Applebee's?
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I like, and I like men that are realistic. More, I like
Take one a nigga with a pension. That's Kenny again.
for sure.
That's Kenny
Yeah,
again.
But no, it ain't just about that. Like a plan. We need a plan.
Jig
I
said,
think
Jig said he was broke. He had all the hoes.
Who is that?
Anthony Reed.
Who?
Jig, Anthony. Anthony
Oh.
Reed.
Oh, I don't know him as G.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I like men that are men, that know how to be men for sure, and that are comfortable with being men. And like when they friends talking, they can stand up to that. Like it's a lot of men that like bow for their friends. Like, oh, I ain't do that for her.
So
I
ain't
ain't-
no height requirements, ain't no none of that.
Oh, I like tall men. I like to ride the ride.
So,
Um,
if you only 5'2", what's tall are you?
I'm 5'1",
Okay,
taller than 5'5". Yeah.
that's tall to you. Okay.
What
Um,
about kids? Can a guy have kids?
I normally meet men with no kids or maybe one, or they have adult children.
Maybe older, yeah.
Yeah, I like older men. I'm
Like
41.
7 miles.
Jig said you want an AI nigga.
Why is that an AI guy? Why is that an AI guy? I like men that aren't competitive, like, because I want you to know, like, I'm about us. You know what I mean? I'm a team player.
Jessica said, "Do you think the type of man is here in Milwaukee, or do you think Milwaukee is drained?"
I
And
actually
you have to
meet
look at
I actually meet a lot of dope ass dudes. I really do. I meet a lot of men that are really cool men, but sometimes they just not for me.
She said it's that in Milwaukee, though, right?
Yeah, I do think there's a lot of great men in Milwaukee. I think there's a lot of women that just aren't great.
Do you believe in the what they say when they say like guys not being providers? Because I believe in, because I know we finna wrap it up, but I believe in like when it comes to provision, right?
Mhm.
Again, like what we was talking about, you kind of got to be the woman or a traditional woman for a nigga to want to provide for. So, and they say there ain't none of these niggas in Milwaukee, but it kind of is because most niggas is ready to come up out their pocketbook for the right type of shit.
I don't think it's all about money though. I think that I got it and you pretending like I take care of myself. You know what I mean? And I think that men that do that whole like I don't the last chick was using me and blah blah blah. I can tell when you date me based on the actions of the last chick. And I don't want that, you know, because I'm a gifter. I like stuff like that. I do.
Like, oh, I thought you would like this.
Yeah, I'm definitely that type of lady. Like I'm a grab some stuff. I'm contrary to what everybody think. I'm really that type of lady. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
And but people don't give me that. You know what I mean? They don't.
Was
give
you
credit
that
for
way in your like your 20s?
Yeah. I've been like that. I like to cook for my man. I like to cater to my man. I'm like that. But I think that a lot of men date based on their past experiences because they haven't healed from that trauma.
People.
people or what they feel like people gonna say or things like that, or
That's
they
that's I ain't gonna lie. I hear that from women most when I start dealing with. I gotta heal, or I'm dealing.
no, I'm healed. Like
I
I
don't
really
bring trauma to.
Nah, I
hear that
date-
so much.
Yeah,
It's
God will
ridiculous.
talk
Like
about
I
that.
date,
you bring,
but I date.
That's some other nigga did.
No, but I date men and I get them. You know how people like kind of like give you an F and they want you to work your way up. No, I give you an A. I don't date people based on my past experiences. I'd rather not talk about exes, but I know you kind of got to hear about it a little bit to kind of know where they came from.
Like at this point, I ain't gonna lie. That shit is a red flag to me. If you talking about past traumas,
Yeah,
and
I
all
don't
that
want to
shit,
do
like,
that.
Yeah, like
Like,
if
I legit.
if I gotta work through your shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
you know,
let
you
me
gotta
say
work
this.
through
Let
your
me
shit,
say this
like-
though, ladies. I think that's a huge thing. Like, don't tell a man what you've been through because it's unnecessary. And he kind of gonna feel like it's a lot of women that be like, I had threesomes with him for him. He gonna want that shit too. You this shit kind of like a null and void. But I think that like don't talk about that stuff. It's unnecessary to me. Because I had this dude. He was kind of. I felt like he was dating me based on what he had, dealt with before. And I had to tell him, like, me and my ex didn't break up because he cheated on me or no shit like that. He would attest to that. It was because we lived in two different spaces to me. And if we lived in the same state, we probably would be better. You know what I mean? We would be great. But he probably was dating me. He was trying to date me based on what he thought I was accustomed to. I don't think my ex is a bad person. My ex is a great person to me. I learned a lot of things from him. And that's what I talk about. So you're not gonna date me based on you got cheated on before, you got fucked over. That's not my story. You know what I mean?
And like most guys, in order to know women, you gotta eventually have some kind of heartbreak. If you ain't had no heartbreak, you really don't know.
But why do we have to expound on that though? You get what I'm saying? Like trauma bonding at that point.
No, it's just it unravels a guy on women's real nature when you get some kind of heartbreak. When we grow, like I was talking about when I spoke about to my mom. When I was growing up, I thought women were all good and angels. No, for real, I did until
they had a time with you.
Y'all
want to know because I know a lot of people.
Fucking Disney movies.
I was in middle school.
That.
I was in middle school, and it was a little Chinese mom girl.
Should I throw my drink on him?
That's
It was a little mom girl.
That's watching the
And
What the little monkey do?
man, so I call myself being a gentleman that my mom taught me.
what's her name? Sua.
Her name was some
That's picked the most
that
random
bitch.
one,
It was some shit. I don't remember her name.
Punk.
So
Bang.
you know, my mom taught me to be a gentleman and to be courteous and to be.
Good information.
And I was a kid. I didn't know no better. I was too hung up on love and the idea of love instead of thinking, no, you're supposed to be fucking these hoes right now.
Who
I
told you that?
What? I don't think men should be thinking about relationships until we get like 35. For real.
I'm 41.
The reason why I say that is because think about it. A 19-year-old dude, what value do he really bring a woman when it comes
That's
to
true.
relationships?
That's true.
So
Your brain isn't done developing until you about 25,
well,
27.
we just ain't got all of this shit out of us.
Yeah,
yet.
no, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So
True.
I was supposed to be fucking. I was too busy worried about relationships. And some shit happened. Caught her in the bathroom with my guy.
I thought you were gonna say a Pontiac or something.
No, with my guy. Hurt my little heart. And it was Valentine's Day. Hurt my little heart. I went home crying. Oh,
What she was doing?
mama. My mama looking like, and my dad like, what you crying for? Like, shit happens. Keep it moving. Man, I came back the next week on straight business. I ain't talked to her, nothing. I kept it moving. I walked past her like I ain't know her. Try to talk to all the girls in the class.
That's where it all started.
Became that nigga in the class. Yeah, that's how I switched the game. Yeah. Now
Damn,
you want to talk to me.
I feel like I got an exclusive story out of you finally.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh no, we might can have a thing. We can do a thing
I
here.
mean, from there on, though, I knew. I said, you know what? I ain't never gonna put too much into nothing.
Wow.
You
Do you
have
feel
to
like?
earn.
What about your relationship now? Do you feel like that?
I feel like everything got to be earned. Everything.
That's on both sides.
A woman
he ain't
respects
said
more
it.
when she earned it. When she earned a ring, when she earned a relationship,
true, though.
when she earned the date
I agree.
and all of that, she respected more.
They work for shit at their job.
Facts.
You gotta earn promotions. And
All right. Well, tonight was great.
So I feel like
Make it
These
earn it,
niggas
bro.
said they work for shit at their job.
they do.
For real.
They work hard at their job. They do their relationship.
Yes. Make them earn it.
You know,
Make a
people,
hundred.
You
No,
gonna be a slave
no.
for that white
I don't-
nigga.
I don't
Hey,
feel
man,
like
you
that.
slave this motherfucker ring.
That's
Real.
the real thing.
It is what it is. You gonna work for this shit. I'm tomorrow work until I decide that you earned it. Period.
Mm.
I ain't
Damn. So what y'all say? We can end on this with and we can do a part 2. So do y'all say
Get back to the humble part. I like that.
you like that?
Gotta get back to
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So do y'all feel like women with the iron piece? Do you feel like men want women to jump through more hoops than the women want men to?
No, I think most men just want women to show genuine desire for them.
And then what? Because you said y'all desire to fuck a lot of bitches.
Yeah, of course. I mean, but I think most men.
I want to throw my mic at you. I want to brush it.
I just think
They
think
were
most
costly,
men just
I don't
want
know.
most women to just be genuine and show their genuine desire.
But when you show your genuine desire,
You picking the wrong nigga then. Because if
no, you just said.
no, listen, because I know what you was gonna say. When you show your general desire, you get fucked up.
If I'm doing all these, no, listen. So this is something too. I feel like you should come as your best self all the time, right? I feel like that as a woman. I'ma always show up as my best self. Because guess what? Even if he fuck me over, he'll spin the block because he gonna be like, damn, oh man. He gonna be like,
We got to help me out next time.
but he'll be like, damn, I fucked up with her. You know what I
So you
mean?
don't believe in get back culture? You don't believe-
Nah, hell no. I don't do no get back for what? I want to leave on the same note I came with. I came as my best self.
Mm,
And I want to leave on that note, and I'm not fucked up about that. I don't feel like you got over on me or nothing.
mm.
I ain't fucked up about that because you gonna spin the block and be like, damn.
So what you think about the get back culture shit?
I think that's fucked up. I don't want to degrade myself or I don't want to be less than. I don't want to be shown. I don't even see it as being a win. I don't. Me fucking another nigga ain't gonna win nothing.
Tell them that.
Yeah, me fucking a different nigga to get back at my nigga ain't a get back. That's just really proving what he thought I would do. So I don't want to do that. I'm not that.
They not gonna
Plus, the
listen.
more owners the car had, the less it's worth.
Talk your shit, my nigga.
Real shit.
For real.
That goes down on the car.
Depreciation.
Man, what?
Yeah, but no, I don't want to. I don't think that's a get back. I honestly don't. I don't see it as a get back. I feel like just pop your shit somewhere else. Every time anybody I dealt with, every time they see me, I want to be better. I want to look better. I want to feel better. I want to be better.
I fuck with that.
I want to be doing more emotion, all that. So last time I was with her, damn, she's upgraded since that. You know what I mean?
So a nigga be worried about. I mean, thinking about it always. Like, damn, I lost a good one. So I
Yeah,
fuck with that.
yeah. And I'd rather know that. As long as I know you know that, I'm good. I don't need other people to know that.
Right.
That's everybody's problem.
Right.
They need other people to know that you got your get back and all that. That ain't no get back to me.
Why do you think that they promote that then?
Get back because it's a comfort thing. It makes you feel good. It makes women feel like I got it back, but they don't feel like that for real.
After they get fucked or before?
That's just like women when they get cheated on and they in their friend group and one of their friends probably loud as hell.
Mhm.
Bitch, he cheated. Woo. And now you trying to just match her. You really trying to appease her. It really ain't got nothing to do with you anymore. You really trying to appease her and trying to make sure she's comfortable with your situation.
Mm.
And it really ain't that. Like,
I'm so proud of you. I swear.
I've been like this.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Mm.
I'm proud.
They seen a different side of you tonight. It's all about. I've been like this. I've been talking like this. John, do I not talk like this all the time?
I didn't know you were Brandy, so I didn't know.
No, I was your friend prior and you didn't hear me. You want to know why? Because you came with that. You ready for me? You know, he came with that.
That's always been his theory.
No, and prior to that, we was friends for a long time. He always wanted to be, and I get it. Because I do, my energy is I'm very assertive of a person. I know that. I have a strong personality. I get that. But you came like that. But I think today you saw a different side of me and we can talk.
I fuck with that. I think you know that I'm not the dude to be dominated either, though.
I don't want to dominate you ever.
And that's why we can be on a cordial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of times when we have these kind of conversations, a lot of women want to dominate. And then that's where we hit the wall.
That's not the role of a woman to dominate.
Yeah, but that's where we hit the wall with a lot of conversations that I have with people because it's like we can have a conversation where you don't agree with me, but all of that nigga I said what I said, that's gonna always hit a wall with me.
Mhm.
I lead with respect. I respect everybody. I show
Mhm.
everybody nothing but respect. I still open the doors for people, niggas, female, everybody.
Me too.
I'm that type of nigga. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But once you start talking to me like you gonna talk to me like you talk to your baby daddy, then we hit a wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when we was talking about motherfuckers not liking me, that's why they don't like me, because I'm not one of them niggas you could check. You know what I'm saying? We gonna come with respect. But I fuck with you. I appreciate you.
I guess we'll end on that note so we don't get into it. You know, you stay on the phone with a nigga. You know, when you stay on the phone with a nigga too long, you start getting into it. So we gonna get off this, and you can come back next week. We decided to do a part 2 while you were away.
Okay.
So next week, tomorrow, Tuesday at 8 p.m. we'll be back with these same guys.
Okay. Bet.
Hopefully
I leave-
he's free.
No, I'm free. I just leave for Cancun Wednesday.
Oh God. Okay. Cancun ass nigga. So we'll be back. I'm just playing. So we'll be back here on Tuesday. But check in tomorrow for what's for brunch at I don't know what time because I got a couple things going on, but
I gotta come back here tomorrow.
please. So yeah, so tomorrow, and then we got Thursday with the guys. Friday will be 4th of July. So no podcast there.
Man, this
But
podcast still getting
Thanks for
full,
tuning
man.
in. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe, and like. Love y'all. Good night.
Hey.